Hey guys, welcome back to episode 8 of
Hey,
Council Geniuses podcast. You may notice, you may not notice. Jose's back. We got Jose. Finally, Jose's back.
happy to be back. Happy to be back.
It's good to have you back, man. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chair for him, but he's standing. We can see him. You know, it's about as good as it's gonna get. How does it feel to be back, man? It
It was all right.
was all right.
I missed this.
Missed it. Missed it. I know a lot of people in the comments missed you too. They've been asking, people in the comments are like, oh, like when Jose's coming back?
I
It
appreciate.
was like two people, but
Yeah,
I,
you know.
I appreciate you two people.
Yeah.
You're my favorite. You're the Short King's favorite now.
All right. Well, now y'all can stop asking for Jose because he's back. Hopefully it's like a every week thing with him. Wait to see.
It'll probably be a more likely, not
Probably
weekly thing.
probably more likely. All right. That's not super good.
This Short King is busy. You know how many people I get asking for my presence somewhere, right?
Two.
It's-
You get two, bro.
That's two more than I've seen for you. Okay, so like,
Oh.
I'm here all the time, bro. They don't have to ask for me. If I went missing, bro, people would be like, yo, where's he at? Everybody, bro.
I just be by myself in front of the camera.
Yeah, it would just be him by himself,
Hey
bro.
guys, welcome back.
Uh, but yeah, welcome, episode 8. I did want to give a special shout out to our buddy Erwin. Erwin, woo, Erwin, for suggesting this topic. Shout out Erwin. Everybody in the comments, if you have a topic you want us to get into, you can send it to me, send it to Abel. I guess Jose, maybe. I wouldn't.
If you want.
I wouldn't, but if you wanted to, for the two of you who've been asking for him. Um, but yeah. So he sent me this story, this like it was like a Twitter post. I did my research on it. I thought it was real interesting. Real quick, you ever went like hiking before?
Yeah,
You been hiking?
Hell no.
No, you never been
Mexicans
hiking?
don't belong hiking.
Hey, well, what do you got? What do you got to say about that, bro?
well, you see, Jose, us Mexicans have a very impressive stamina, and hiking requires that impressive stamina. So I think that's a very good practice of our skills and genetics.
I think that's what soccer's for.
Hiking can be fun sometimes.
If it hits sometimes, that's not good
Sometimes it's
enough,
fun,
bro.
sometimes.
That's not good
Hey,
enough.
if you're with the correct people, it will be nice.
Who's the correct people?
Yeah, who's the great people?
You guys right here.
We've never been
We've
hiking,
never
bro.
been hiking ever.
If we went hiking, it would be a good time though.
We get lost.
I'm like a navigator.
No, it's not.
You're not, bro. Anyways,
Bro, I get lost at the store, bro.
I've never been hiking, bro. Like I really like I shouldn't, cause I'm allergic to grass, bro. I'm allergic to grass. I'm allergic to like trees, bro. I'm just allergic to nature, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Nah, nah. I think I went hiking like once, bro, and I didn't like it. It's like I'm not gonna go back. It ain't for me. Like I'm gonna stick to indoor activities.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, but the thing about hiking, bro, it's like apart from me not liking it, bro, like it gets kind of dangerous, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it?
Yeah, well, obviously if you're in nature, bro, there could be like bears,
Yeah, that's
depending where you go.
I went to a certain range, a mountain range. Damn.
Damn.
I went to a certain mountain range and there's literally signs that say, "Oh, watch out for bears. If you see a bear, don't do this." And it's just like a little poster with on a post that says, "Last bird sighting was this day."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's like put bears on shit on the trail, so you gotta be careful. It's a pretty cool trail, but it's kind of scary.
But yeah, there's like animals and stuff
Okay.
that's dangerous.
You could
Depending on
slip.
where you go. Yeah, you could slip too. It's obviously like there's marked trails, but a lot of people that are like really about hiking,
Yeah,
they don't go where it's trails, bro. They're just walking around like wherever they want to, you know? And that
crazy boys and girls.
it doesn't seem like something I would like, bro. I barely like walking around like the city, bro. You know? Oh, but there's this guy. His name was Kenny Veach.
Damn, sounds like
Kenny,
a music artist.
yeah, it sounds like the Kenny G or something like that.
Kenny
LPG,
G,
Kelpie G.
Kelpie
LPG for
G.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Kenny G, the actual guy.
Oh, I
Nah,
didn't know that
Kelpie.
was. I only know the more famous guy,
Yeah,
LPG.
yeah,
Kelpie
Kelpie
G.
Kelpie G. Kenny, you're not on that level, man. Sorry.
Not yet, not yet. Keep it up.
One
But
day,
yeah,
one day.
so this guy, this story happened in like 2014,
Mm,
around that time. He was a YouTuber. He was in from Las Vegas.
damn.
And this guy, like, he would always go like hiking and exploring in like the desert region, like around him.
Oh,
You know,
fuck
so like
that.
Las Vegas, like the desert, bro.
Fuck that.
Uh, and he was like, like well
Mm.
experienced. You know, like he would go, like I said, he would go where there weren't trails, where there wasn't a lot of people. Like you would watch his videos, and it would just be him just walking like wherever he wanted to.
In the desert, that's
Yeah, in the
crazy.
desert, and he'd go out there like for days at a time. He would just chill. He said, that he didn't like to take a lot of food and water
That's
because he wanted to push himself like to see like in case of an actual emergency like how long would he
that's
do like
crazy.
he would have supplies in his bag and he's like nah like I only want them like when I'm like I feel like I really need them
Mm.
because he wants to like push himself.
Yeah,
So this guy like he knows about hiking. He's really about that
he's
hiking
about it.
shit, you know. um, so he posted a video and he was just talking about like, you know, what he had done. And he explained that one time in the desert, he had found a cave that was shaped, he said it's shaped like the letter M, but like perfectly like a perfect letter M,
That's
a
beautiful.
capital M. So it's like this with the line like letter M. I assume you've seen it,
If you
right?
haven't seen it, it's right there.
Oh, it is right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's convenient. Um, But yeah, he said that, you know, as an explorer, you know, wilderness guy he is, he finds a cave, he's finna go in that motherfucker, but like he's going in. He's gonna know what's up in there. So he'd been in like thousands of caves. He said he knew like, you know, what to expect and stuff.
Yeah.
He said that he sees this cave as soon as he like approaches the entrance, he felt his body like starts to vibrate, bro.
No, damn.
Yeah, he didn't get the notification sound, he just went, you know? If he felt his body start to vibrate, and it only got worse when he kept like walking further in. So he's like, hey, you know what? Like I gotta go. Like I can't be here.
That's crazy.
So he talked about this in a video, and people in the comments are like, hey, you should go find that cave. It could be cool. And this time, you know, take a camera and just be ready for it. And he's like, you know what? I think I'll do that. So he posted a video. I've seen it. It's like a 20-minute long video. I'll probably link it in the description below. Of him, you know, he has supplies, he has a gun on him, he has his camera, he's just in the vicinity. He's like, hey, you know, like I think it was around here where I saw it, around this like canyon type build or whatever. And he's just looking for it. He gets to a part where he's like, I think like I feel like it should be here, like somewhere around here, but he didn't find it.
Oh,
And
damn.
you know,
He
he left,
disappeared.
yeah, he left like empty-handed. He's like, oh man, like, guys, I didn't find it. And again, people in the comments are like, hey, like, you should go again. See if you find it. Because people were intrigued, you know?
Yeah, I would be too, yeah.
Because I assume people thought he was lying. Like maybe he's just making up the M cave story and the vibrating body. It sounds
Bro,
weird.
vibrated?
Yeah, bro's a
Bro,
vibrator. What?
what?
It's a little different. Um, they thought he was lying. They're like, oh nah, he didn't do it. He's not really.
You're not about it,
Yeah,
bro.
he's not about these weird caves. He's just a regular cave guy.
Yeah.
Um, and there were people saying like, hey, like I don't think you should go. Like I
Mm.
think it could be like something weird, something fishy. Like maybe if you
Sounds kind
find
of
it,
fishy.
like it could be something bad. Um, but he's like, nah, like I think I'm gonna do it. You know, he's an adventurous guy,
Yeah.
so he probably felt like the pressure, like, oh man, I really want to do it now, because people
Yeah.
think I'm not really about it. And I know I would. People are like, hey, you're lying, bro. I'm like, hey, you know, what? I'm not lying, bro. I'm finna go find it.
Mhm.
You know. So he says he tells his family, he's like, hey, you know, I'm just gonna go out like quick overnight hike,
Oh,
look
damn.
for this cave,
Night.
and then he never came back.
Oh, damn.
He just disappeared, bro. He disappeared. His family, like, they saw nothing of him. They sent out a search party to look for him, and they ended up finding. Oh, good job, Abel. They ended up finding he's killed like a bug or something. Eat it, bro.
No,
The viewers are waiting.
not this time.
Just let everyone down.
The next bug, the next bug.
Next bug he'll
That
eat.
one didn't look that tasty.
All right, you gotta prove it really about this bug eating stuff. You gotta be like Kenny, bro. You gotta really do it.
I'm
Yeah, but
ready.
then again,
I'm
that's
ready.
Mm.
where life Kenny.
Yeah. But yeah, he just disappeared, bro.
God, man.
So they're checking. You know, obviously, I assume the search party they would look at his YouTube history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in the second video, I mean, the second one, which is the first one where he's looking for it actively.
Mm-hmm.
They look around the area he was in the video. 'Cause obviously he shows like, oh, I'm around here. I think it was around here. They look in that area and they find his cell phone just laying around.
That's crazy.
So the search party like, hey, we found his cell phone, but there's no other traces of him. They sent out, helicopters to look above, and they're like, there's no real signs that he was even camping around here. They just find his phone and he's gone.
Wow.
So officially, this is the end of Kenny's story, right?
Damn.
He went out looking for this cave. He didn't find it. People, like, hey, you should do it again. I assume they're like, oh, you're a pussy, like, no balls, you won't do it. You won't go look for the cave again. And he's like, you know what?
I
I'm really about it. I'm finna go look for it
oh,
again.
I won't. I won't.
I won't say I won't. All right, I'm finna go find it just for you.
Homie never seen a scary movie in his life, bro.
Yeah, he didn't learn, bro. He was too adventurous for his own good because he never came back.
That's true.
So people, they're theorizing like, oh man, what could happen to Kenny? People are waiting. They're, maybe he'll turn up. It's been a couple of days. Maybe he's just looking for it or something. He lost his phone. I don't know. So on the comment section of that video, someone claiming to be his girlfriend leaves this comment. I copied it word for word. It's crucial to the story. I did copy it word for word.
Damn.
That's long as hell.
Oh,
So it says, this is it's not me speaking, it's the girl speaking. I am the girlfriend that Kenny spoke of in the video.
Kenny, bro.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Word
There
up.
are so many posts. I had no idea until a friend let me know. So many people are wondering what happened and guessing different things. You are heartfelt about the sadness around what has happened with Kenny. He has not been found, and I feel that he probably will not be found
Damn.
for many, many months, if ever.
Damn.
I want to share what I know and feel about what happened so that you might bring some closure and understanding in your own lives. Kenny absolutely loved hiking in the desert. It was his very, very favorite thing to do. We hiked and camped together all over the Nevada desert, sometimes 9 hours in a day. We found many abandoned mining towns, usually referred to as ghost towns by Nevada hikers. We explored many caves and mine shafts. We were always careful how we explored them, but Kenny was a bit more daring than I was. We wore snake guards, sun protected clothing, used walking sticks, brought enough water and food for the hiking hours, and had extra water and food in the car. I want you to know that I do not think Kenny had an accident.
Oh,
I
man.
believe he committed
Oh,
S word. I don't think I'm allowed to say it.
yeah.
This
no,
is me
probably
speaking
not.
now.
Probably
I don't
not.
think
Yeah.
I'm allowed
He
to say that
committed
word.
self-dive.
He committed, not here anymore. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know?
Magic trick?
Uh not a good kind, bro. He battled depression for many years and would not take medication or see a doctor. He quit his job a little more than a year before he disappeared. The search for him was started within a couple of days of my call. Over 30 search and rescue team members searched 3 different times on foot. One helicopter flyover was done, and there was no trace of Kenny or any of his camping things. They found his car in the area I told them it would be. They did find his cell phone by the mine shaft in the video. The mine shaft was only about a 4 hour hike from his car. It is my feeling he left it behind so that he could not be tracked from the GPS in it. He also did not take his video camera with him on this solo hike. It was left in his home, so he had no intention of filming
Oh,
anything.
damn.
I share this with you for 2 reasons. First, so that you have more of an understanding who Kenny was and to bring some peace or understanding to the situation.
Hmm.
Secondly, if any of you do decide to go out into our desert to look for him or the M cave, be careful and bring enough water and food. Walking sticks are a good idea and not doing a solo hike. Bring a GPS and make sure that you have let family or friends know that you are heading out for the hike and where and when you will be returning. A search rally can't be on a 1 day hike. No, I'm sorry. A search really can't
No.
be on a 1 day hike. You would be repeating much of the same hike, just getting up the mountain and then be left with not many hours in the day to do the search. You would need 2 or 3 days at a time, and in the summer or even late spring, this cannot be done because of the heat of our desert. You would not be able to carry enough water, so please be careful. And it just goes on to say more things about Kenny. Rest in
Mhm.
peace, Kenny, of course.
I got one note on that. Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt. This is say it is true that he did that to himself.
Uh-huh.
Well, how come no one found the body, right, or
No.
remains?
Mm-mm.
It's like it shouldn't be impossible to find his body
Yeah, it shouldn't.
if that's what happened.
No, yeah, this happened in 2014. That's what, 9 years ago,
Still
I
pretty good
think.
technology to
I
be
think
able
my
to
math,
find.
I think my math's
It's
math
right.
right
It's
there.
right. 9 years
Yeah,
ago.
nine. I'm not the smartest, but I think I could do basic subtraction. I like to think so, anyways. But yeah, they never found anything other than his, well, obviously his car where he
Mm.
drove out, and his cell phone.
Yeah, no, something doesn't seem right.
Yes, so I thought so as well. I thought it was fishy. Um, so I started looking around. I started looking around online, and there's a lot of theories around
Mm.
what could have happened to Kenny, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the most plausible theory would be, maybe he just had like an accident
Yeah, yeah,
and he just died right on his hike, right? Um, I personally think it's the most unlikely because again, like you said, like I feel like they would have found his body, bones,
Something.
his clothes, even
Mm-hmm.
something.
yeah. It depends. There's certain mind systems where you could just go down and never be found again.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So it could have been that. Obviously it's maybe the comment's true. He just did take his own life, right?
Yeah.
And there's other theories that people are like maybe he did find the cave, and maybe what he found wasn't good, right? Because this is in like the Sierra Nevada Mojave Desert region. So you know what's out there?
Oh
Like
yeah.
Area 51, bruh, in the vicinity. So people are saying like, oh, maybe he found something.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to.
he wasn't supposed to. Like maybe the government got to him
Mm,
because he's
that's
he's
likely.
putting this stuff out online.
That's very likely. See?
Yeah, he put out like, hey, I found this cave. I'm gonna keep looking for it. So maybe they're like, hey, he's gonna be in the area. Let's take him out.
Mm,
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't think the government does that to people. You know,
I trust the
I
government a
trust the
lot.
government fully.
Yeah.
I love America.
I love America and the government. Or maybe it could have been something like alien related. They said maybe he found like I don't know, maybe aliens took him or like a spaceship or something.
Could be. Could be.
Possibly.
Another thing that I saw people saying is like maybe the cave was just used for like radiation dumping, like dumping
Oh
radioactive materials.
yeah. Yeah,
Think a
Um,
cult could have been a situation like
a
that.
cult could have been.
yeah. Yes. No,
Yeah, there could have been some foul play. Yeah, maybe not the government foul play. It could have been, yeah, like a group of weirdos or something like that. Yeah, a lot of people were talking about like maybe it's like to dump radioactive materials because the government has done that. They were saying like they just dump stuff in like caves because who's gonna be out here? It's not really on a path,
yeah.
you
Mm.
know. Or maybe used for mining even. Maybe there were mine shafts around. Maybe they were mining like uranium or
Mm.
something. And
And for mining.
for mining. Thanks for that outstanding input.
Yeah. Just
And for mining.
The keen observation on this
And for
guy.
mining.
You're like, wow.
Or yeah, like maybe that's what it was because he felt weird, his
Hmm.
body vibrating. He
yeah.
felt he had to leave, so it could have been that, right? And there's actually like there's a search. It's like an ongoing search. The,
Oh, it's still
of
going?
Yeah, well, yeah, people they still haven't found anything.
Let us know if you guys want to see us go and try to find them.
I
Take a
don't think
little
I'm
trip.
ever gonna go
Take a
find
little
them.
trip, no?
I don't think so, bro.
Podcast episode, looking for Kenny.
Maybe if we
Yeah.
hit a big milestone,
Y'all comment down if you want us to go try to
yeah,
find Kenny.
we'll go try to find Kenny.
10 likes.
Bro, 10 likes and
We'll go.
we'll try to go find Kenny.
Maybe.
Why you keep adding that maybe, bro?
I can't make any guarantees, bro. But yeah, so there's people who are still searching for Kenny. There's what I found is this another YouTuber named Sean Canna. I don't know if I pronounced his last name properly. I hope so. So he's in the area. He also hikes out,
Mm.
and he would hike out to go find Kenny
Okay.
and go find anything about that could help. So I watched this video, and it's called "Possible Cover Up and MK Found"
Mm.
Huh.
or something like that. From Sean Canna, right? So what this guy does is he goes out hiking in the vicinity, like you can obviously see in the video where Kenny was. So he's
Yeah.
around the region of where the video was shot as well.
Mm.
And he's basically just out hiking, looking, explaining like what happened to Kenny. We're out here looking for Kenny, um, just in the area. So what he's doing, he's just hiking and he comes across where Kenny said, "I feel like it should be here." You know,
Mm-hmm.
because Kenny's saying the cave, like clear description of the cave. It's obviously shaped like an M, the letter M. He said it was like small, like around like his size. We already showed them the M. You don't have to go. I don't even know if that was good or
No, no, it's
not.
just not. What?
Okay, all right, man. Whatever, bro. He's saying it's a M cave, M-shaped cave. It's like ground level, so if you're just walking, you would see it next
Just
to you
walk
type.
into it.
Yeah, you could just be able to walk in. You wouldn't have to climb anything. And he said that it's around his size. It's not super big. It's not a huge cave. It's
Just
around,
just the
Seems,
size of
seems
a
pretty
person.
large.
yeah, around the size of a guy.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe large for you. Um, um. So this guy, I thought you were gonna eat the next bug, bro.
That one looked gross. That one looked,
He's
actually
not
looked.
about it.
But
He's not about
he's
it.
not like Kenny.
Ah, he's
He's not
not.
like Kenny.
No.
No, bro. That's sad.
Nah, you're like Sylvester, bro, because you have no balls, bro. Ah.
Bro, just stop, man.
um, but yeah, he's around the spot where he's like, where Kenny thought it should have been, because at a certain point of the video, he's like, I feel like it should have been here.
Yeah.
So Sean, he points out, like just a piece of rocks that to him look fishy.
Okay.
So, I'm not a rock expert. I assume you guys aren't.
I am.
No, you're not,
I
bro.
am.
Oh yeah. What's
Mhm.
your credentials?
The Rock.
That's a chase card. That's your
Why do you?
driver's license.
Did you get an ID before a driver's license?
Yes.
I did too.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You needed to get a credit
Yeah,
card.
yeah. You needed your ID for certain things, and I didn't have my license
Oh,
until later. I didn't get it till I was like 18 or something.
You too.
But yeah, so to him it looks fishy.
Mm.
Abel doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not a rock expert.
but according to him, he is the Rock. So,
Maybe he's an expert on the Rock Johnson.
which is still impressive.
Not as impressive.
It's still
It's a
pretty
little
impressive.
impressive, yeah.
It's impressive.
Did you know he has 10 toes?
I
They're,
did not.
That's huge.
and they feel very soft too.
Okay, buddy. This guy and all right. Um, so back to the rocks
Mm.
that Sean found in the
Mm.
desert.
Mhm.
So he points out like, hey, like these rocks, they don't look like they match.
Okay.
Like the colors off. Like one of them was like a super dark gray.
Rock racism.
Yeah, rock racism. One of them was like a really dark gray, and the other one was kind of like a light gray, almost like brownish in places. He's like, this doesn't look like
Oh
they
yeah.
fit.
Okay.
You know?
Because if it was natural, they would be similar.
Yeah, if it was natural, they'd be similar. Another thing is like the rocks, they look like they're separate pieces.
Oh.
Like
Also,
it
instead of breaking it down, it just looks like
like it was like there was like a structure there,
uh
and then it looks like what he says. It looks like they just put rocks in to
mm.
block it. Because there's a part where there's like a hole, and he can see through it,
Oh damn.
and it's like there's space in there.
Oh.
And he's like, okay, it looks like these rocks they were just kind of placed here.
Try to block off people.
Yeah, because they weren't together. It didn't look like they had broken off. It just looked like
Just a
just
bunch
pick up
of random.
rocks and just put them in there, just cover it up. That's what he
Wow.
said. So cover up. That's that from the video.
Jeez.
Um, there was a part where like a piece of rock broke off, and obviously if a piece of rock breaks off in the middle of the desert, the piece that broke off is gonna be there.
Yeah. That's
It wasn't. Like you see the part where it broke off, because obviously it's like discolored and there's just a chunk missing,
Yeah.
but there was no bottom piece.
Oh damn.
So what he's saying is like maybe they just picked it up and like used it to cover.
Mm.
And then along the bottom, there was like it looked like a straight line, like super geometric, just a geometrical straight line like this, where the other rock sat on top of. And he described it like it looked like it had like a kind of sealant. It had like some like weird like white or gray material.
Oh, to kind of keep
Um,
it closed.
yeah, to kind of keep it close to what he said, right?
Hmm.
I haven't been there, I don't know.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
10 likes.
10 likes. But that's what he said. He's like, hey, this looks weird.
Mm.
Obviously, this is another guy who's experienced in hiking. Again, he's not a rock expert either, but he's seen rocks, right?
It's close to my level, I think.
Don't insult Sean, bro. Um, but yeah, he's saying it just looks weird. And he's like, okay, it's getting dark. He had to leave.
Yeah.
As he's walking away, he's leaving. He starts to feel really sick.
Oh,
and he starts throwing up on camera.
Oh damn.
So he just starts feeling really sick. He got real pale. He's like, oh man, I gotta go. He wasn't even like that far away, and he just starts throwing up like just a lot, bro, just a lot. And he gets back to his car. He's talking about, we're searching for Kenny. I think this is like a cover up or something. I think
hmm.
someone placed those rocks there. I think that was the cave, he said. I think that's the cave that Kenny found,
Hmm.
and that's why when Kenny got there, he felt like it should have been there, but it wasn't because it was closed off, so he wouldn't see it. And Kenny didn't really think
Oh,
that
yeah.
much further. He's like, I think this is the cave that Kenny found. I think it's just been closed off and sealed.
Damn, that's crazy.
And he starts talking about how it's weird, how like he started feeling like sick as he's leaving.
Yeah, that is
He's
weird.
walking away, he starts to feel sick, he's throwing up. Um, but yeah, he just goes on to say like, oh, we're looking for Kenny. He said it's weird too that they hadn't found even a body or anything from Kenny, and he has hope that they're gonna find Kenny
Not
or
alive.
some new, not alive maybe, but just some news about Kenny, because this is open mystery.
Yeah, but
It is.
if he already knows where the cave was, how come no one else has gone to explore it again?
Maybe they have. This
Uh,
is just all I've seen, bro.
because I'm curious as to like
Yeah,
did
and
they
he
move
said
around?
too, like he didn't want to move anything around because you're not allowed to.
Oh yeah, and then
You're not allowed
investigation.
to move not even just an investigation. You're just not allowed to like mess with like nature when
Oh,
you're out like that.
that's true.
Yeah,
There's landmarks for people to like find their way back and shit too.
yeah, I guess. But I'm saying like you don't want to disturb the nature.
Mm,
It's just frowned upon.
yeah.
True.
And this guy in the comments, he was like, "Hey guys, like I'm okay." He just wanted to make sure that not people knew that nothing happened to him,
Mm,
Yeah.
right? And he's still active to this day. Like I watched the video and there's comments from like 3 weeks ago that he was still liking and responding to. So
oh,
yeah, it seems like he's fine. He hasn't posted any updates, sadly.
yeah, I wonder why.
But that's all we have for now.
Pretty,
That's
pretty
a
interesting story.
very creepy story,
Yeah, it's
man.
creepy if you really, because hearing just the Kenny part, it's like, oh man, it's kind of sad. The guy just
Yeah, just
disappeared.
someone disappearing, but like
But now
after
with this,
a bunch with the testimonies and stuff like
yeah,
that, it just adds to that this isn't right. That's something happened here, man.
yeah. So for me, what I think is a possibility, right, is maybe it was something he wasn't supposed to find, and
Mm,
since he's putting it up online, like people, whoever people is, like, hey, like, oh, someone found it. We gotta go do something about it.
Hmm.
So they go, they cover it up. Kenny comes back, and he can't find it because it's been covered up already.
yeah,
He's telling people he's gonna head back again, and maybe they just got him. They got him. They took him to from place A to place B, wherever place B is. So obviously there's no remains. There's no
Yeah, or there's nothing.
there's no trace of him. There's no body. There's no remains. No clothes. Because clothes wouldn't degrade like that. Maybe your body would.
No,
Your
your
body would,
body
because
was
if you die, there's animals who
you
would,
decompose.
yeah, you decompose. There's animals who would just take rest, like bits of you and stuff like that. But your clothes, it's gonna be there, you know. Um, Maybe the comment that was from his girlfriend. We don't know. It could have been like a cover up.
that's true.
Well, you think she has something to do with that?
No, I just think it wasn't even her at all. It could have just been anyone. Because this is just someone commenting.
No, true.
Yeah, it could have just been anyone, just like someone who was involved in the thing,
And okay, yeah,
and it could
yeah.
be like a warning, like, hey, like you gotta
But
watch out, like don't be messing around here, or we'll do you like we did Kenny.
that's
Or,
like,
that's just what I think. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not an expert on anything. Except podcasting. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think though.
Yeah, I have no. Well, what I'm thinking is, what if it's like a trap?
how?
Rap.
Like, what if someone goes inside it, you get, and then someone comes and collects them?
What's what's
Well, I don't think the trap would work if it's closed off.
Well, what if they closed it off so people didn't just? Oh, that's true. I forgot they closed it.
Yeah, that wouldn't function as a trap if it's closed off, buddy.
Mm.
This guy.
what's
What do you
different?
gotta say, bro? You're done for today, bro.
I mean, other than something seems off and something might have actually happened to him,
Hmm.
I I mean this one seems a little out there, but still maybe a possibility.
Yeah.
Like like his girlfriend said, he was battling with depression, wasn't happy.
Hmm.
What if he just left it all? told him he was gonna go on the hike. Once he got there, he left his phone, car, and then
Yeah,
had something to leave somewhere else. He was like just in another state or something, left that life behind.
that's a possibility
Maybe
too.
like
Yeah.
it's out there. Probably more likely something happened to him,
Mm.
but maybe this is what I think.
Yeah, like there's like your theory's as good as mine, except Abel's. Um, this one's a little not.
Let me put actual there, right? What if there's actual people watching over that area, right?
Mm.
They saw him going the first time, they saw the video thing, they're like, she shouldn't do that, you know? That's,
It oddly sounds like what Holy said.
yeah, no, but listen, I'm adding more. Okay? Then the next time he went, he was like, oh, I couldn't find it. That's not because it didn't have it. That's not because they hid it. That's because he just didn't find it. And he said, I'm gonna go again. And they're like, all right, one time, two times, three times, that's two strikes. You're out. So they kill him, put him inside the cave, and then put the rocks to cover it.
Seems weird to kind of keep track of strikes like that.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like,
What if baseball is like that, bro? Third strike, you're dead.
Dead.
damn,
You're dead, and we're putting you in a cave and covering it up.
Good job, Abel.
We should play baseball, Abel. Uh,
12 likes, and we'll play baseball at the cave.
um, but yeah, I thought it was interesting.
No, it is a really interesting story.
Yeah, and then someone in the comments left a story that I thought was interesting as well.
Mm.
Kind of related, but it's a similar topic, but it's not related to the cave at all. It's a different story. Yeah, so someone left a comment on Sean's video saying that, oh, this reminded me of a story that I had heard
Mm.
from someone. Um, so story goes, dude, I just had one of those rare mind-blown moments that literally makes the hairs on your body stand on end. I never made a connection until now, thanks to your current M cave theory. You know, Sean's theory, bro. Cover
Yeah.
that. I have an old buddy who claimed an eerily similar situation happened sometime in the 1980s. It's been at least 15 years since I heard this story, but I think I remember it pretty well. I think it's a lot more than 15 years from the 1980s, but he was hiking with his friend on a mountain in a remote and rugged area of California. They ended up finding his car passing by. It's not part of the story. They ended up finding what looked like spooky, spooky car.
Put spooky music.
Can you make spooky sound effects? Uh, they ended up finding what looked like some kind of exhaust vent coming out of a moderate slope on the side of this mountain. This spot was a rough hike to get to, and the vent thing wasn't easy to see until you got right on it. They were perplexed. There was no indication of anything else industrial anywhere in the area for miles and miles.
It's weird.
Like, why is this thing here? They ended up doing what the rest of us would probably do. They climbed up and crawled into it as far back as we could.
Who's the rest of them?
Rest of the hiking community, bro.
Okay.
This is the target audience of the video.
Like, who's us?
Yeah, I would not do that. I wouldn't, for starters, I wouldn't be out there.
No, God, no.
I'm gonna get in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, weird tube. Let's go in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems comfy.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with these guys. Uh, they eventually reached a drop and felt around in the dark, but couldn't tell how deep it went. He said the way their voice echoed, it sounded huge. They didn't try to go further. A week later, they returned with flashlights and rappelling gear. Rappelling?
Yeah, rappelling.
What is it?
Or repelling.
Rappelling?
I think it's repelling.
Is it?
When you use a rope and you climb stuff. English isn't my first language, guys.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah. He said the drop was some 30 or 40 feet into what looked like an abandoned office or workshop room.
What the fuck?
So
What
this is the second time around they see the thing and they drop in. Last time they didn't drop
That's
in.
a lot of feet though.
Yeah. You like that, huh?
Nah,
Both
it's,
easy.
it's a big distance.
That is a big distance. Um, they went through a door and walked down a corridor,
Yeah.
which opened up into some enormous facility.
Sounds like the back rooms, bro.
It does sound something like that, yeah. They're like level 3 of the back rooms or
Yeah.
something. A laboratory of some kind that was decades old with odd machines, test equipment, clipboards with notes still written on them. What else are you gonna do in that situation but explore the hell out of it? Probably leave. That's what I would do anyways.
That would be very scary.
Yeah. They did for hours. The place was so huge that they couldn't explore all of it in one day. They never saw where any other entrances or exits were, but there must have been some big ones somewhere to build the place and get all that equipment in. Yeah, because they went through like a little tube, you know.
Mm,
Yeah, man, they got a lab from Stranger Things and shit, man.
I've never watched that show ever.
You fucking suck.
I've watched it all the time.
Good. Only thing me and Nate will agree on.
Okay, bro. Um, when they left, he took a large, cool-looking component with him that resembled something like a hybrid between a vacuum tube and those old high current mercury arc rectifiers. You know the ones.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
Like, who?
They made plans to go back and explore again, but they made the mistake of discussing their discovery with friends over the CB radio. Oh, whatever CB means.
What the sea?
At least that's what he thinks happened. He said they went back to explore again a month later and the vent was gone. Not only was it gone, but there was almost no sign that anything was ever there. When they inspected closer, he said it appeared that they tore it out and backfilled the hole with concrete before making before covering the spot with dirt and rocks to make it look natural. He eventually threw out the vacuum tube that he took after discovering it was radioactive.
Oh,
I
damn.
can't imagine it still being that radioactive, but this guy had an electrical engineering background and was also an enormous science, ham radio, and tech nerd.
I like ham.
Thanks, buddy.
That's what I said, right? Ham.
Great, great,
Ham radio.
Huh?
great
Ham
answer.
radio.
What is that?
Type of radio, I
Oh,
guess. Um,
nice.
I guess it was enough radiation to spook him.
Mm.
He wondered if that was why they abandoned the place and left everything there as if folks just clocked out from work one day and never came back. So, Kenny mentioning what he found on the internet, my buddy talking about his find with friends on the CB radio. Rough and isolated mountain locations in the desert, miles from anything, disappearing entrances. I'm equal parts intrigued and spooked.
I think, like, actually, what if it's not really like a malicious thing from the government, and they're trying to? What if it was
Whoa,
just
whoa,
what they
whoa, we're
said?
saying government here, bro.
No, I'm saying like, what if it's just like,
We love America.
I love the
That
government.
we're able.
what if the government's protecting us from going inside the cave, so they're closing them off? They're like, oh, these guys are getting there. That's why there's radioactive stuff happening there, so everybody left, and they're like, oh, we forgot to cover that one entrance. Because everything they say they didn't find any other entrances inside,
Mhm.
but they already covered those up.
Could
Oh,
be,
yeah,
but
Or
it
they
possibly.
is.
forgot the vent and some or something like
It
that.
possibly could be that, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well,
It is the 1980s. Drugs were pretty huge back then. I don't know. I'm not
yeah,
saying nothing about homie.
I'm just
Maybe
saying
he's chill,
the radioactive
but
coal is kind of out there. There's not a lot of stuff is radioactive without contact with radioactive material.
I don't know. Well, again, this is just a YouTube comment.
Oh yeah, that's
Mm.
true. That's true.
This doesn't have any videos attached to it like Kenny. Like Kenny, like
Just take it with
it's
a
a
grain of
known
salt.
thing anyways.
Yeah.
At least that the guy disappeared, right? That's all we know. We don't know if there was ever a cave or anything like that, but we know a guy disappeared.
mhm.
This is just a comment. So I guess take it with a grain of salt. Um, but yeah, that's just something I thought interesting as well. Kind of on topic.
I like the both stories. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, I thought they were cool.
But yeah, no, definitely interesting. Just kind of creepy to think about how shit like that is just out there. I guess
Mm.
that's all we need y'all to get to 10 likes so we can see it for ourselves, right?
We're all gonna disappear like Kenny, bro.
Now we're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery. We're gonna find out what the thing is. We're gonna overthrow the malicious evil that is behind this, and we're gonna make sure everything is okay.
Everything is okay. All right, so what I want to talk about for a little bit, just kind of piggyback off yours a little bit.
Mm.
Somewhat of a
Of course, you
missing
want to
person.
piggyback, you short bitch.
Damn, bro.
Jesus
His
Christ!
first day back.
Wow, man. First, like,
I had a lot
wow.
of pent up anger, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, lying. I wasn't away on business. It was just beef between me and Abel.
the higher ups has something to say about it.
Damn, man.
You laugh now, but watch the day that Short Kings rule the world, man. You gonna be first on the list.
Alright, buddy.
All right, man.
Yo, laughing right now. Can I go now? You still gonna make fun of the short guy? No, we ready? We good?
I'll give you permission.
Fuck you. All right, so this is somewhat of a missing person case,
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know
Um,
how that. What does
Did,
somewhat
did
mean?
they
well,
did them
I think
find
you're either.
him?
I think you're either found or not found.
well, again,
Oh,
let me
oh yeah.
explain.
Sorry, sorry,
Let me
sorry.
explain. All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
Is buddy derogatory because of my side? No, I'm just
Call him buddy too, bro. Come on.
no, so I don't know if you guys are aware of the story of D.B. Cooper or not. You guys heard of that
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not super well versed in the
Yeah.
DB Cooper lore. You know.
lore? Yeah,
Yeah.
true. There's many different things. I just pretty much searched up the more mainstream stuff just
Hmm.
to not get into all the other theories or ideas that people get.
Mhm.
We know some of them get crazy,
Yeah.
making shit up about our amazing government. That's not
Yeah.
true.
We would never do that.
Never, never. We don't
We
believe
just
it.
bring them to you just because
Just
they're
so
so
you're,
silly.
just so you're aware of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're so silly.
Like,
You
come
know.
on, that's not
Like, come
true.
on, they're seriously, guys.
How can people really believe that
And
stuff?
people really don't
Like,
trust the government fully.
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, how could you? How dare you?
After all they do for us,
Yeah, so
Right?
as a beat,
Yeah.
please go away.
all right, I guess you could go back into it.
Yeah. So,
Bro, it's just a bee, bro.
Bro,
What's he finna do?
like, what is he really
sting
gonna?
me, bro. Bro, I'm
Wait,
allergic
isn't
to
he allergic?
I'm allergic to
He's
bees.
allergic.
Oh, he's dead, 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 dead,
Yeah,
dead.
he left, he left.
Okay.
I
Hey,
was like,
well,
why is he
I
overreacting
didn't
so
know. I didn't know you
quickly?
were allergic to bees.
I
What
forgot who
happens
was
if you get
allergic.
stung by bees?
I just guess like usually you know how if you get normally stung it's like
I've never been stung by a bee
well
before.
if you get normally stung it's like a little swollen.
Uh-huh.
For me it's like really fucking swollen. Like my whole arm just like feels like itchy and shit.
Uh,
Yeah. If it stings me like in like my neck and shit, it could be hard for me to breathe and shit.
we should try.
I don't want to try.
15 likes,
15 likes and we'll sting Abel with
and
the
we'll
bee.
get able to get stung by a bee on the neck.
No, 20 likes and we'll do it without a medical professional
We're
present.
never gonna have a medical professional.
30 likes, we sting him with the bee, then throw him in the M cave.
Guys, please
Please hit those likes.
don't
Please
hit the
hit the
video.
likes.
Bro, 30 people don't even watch this, bro.
30 people do. That's our normal viewers, bro. Everyone has to like it.
No.
We're counting on you guys.
Bro, you know you don't like the video, bro. You know you're not liking this right now.
I think
Just
the video's good. I think you like it.
don't even watch the video. Just like it.
Yeah, just like it. Just like it now.
Send it to people to like. It's all right.
Hey, if this video gets likes, this weird kid gets stung by bees. Just like it real quick.
And thrown in a mysterious cave.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So, the story of DB Cooper goes that
M for mysterious. MK mysterious.
Okay, man.
Go
Thanks.
ahead.
Thanks. Thanks, Abel, for that nugget of knowledge.
I feel like that was necessary. You're welcome.
Super necessary.
Yeah, no. I didn't put together the cave was mysterious until he said that. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Maybe it's a.
Magic.
Magic.
All right, man.
Any other M words you might want to connect with the cave?
No.
Mo.
Mo.
Mo cave. What does that mean?
I should have said, I don't know, I should have said no, but with the M. Go on.
All right, man.
Okay.
You're cut off from cave references now.
Just making sure. All right. So the story goes that on November 24th, 1971,
Mhm.
a just generic looking man who appeared to be in his mid 40s and
What
about
does
like
generic mean? How does someone look
just
generic?
no noticeable features. Like you ever just been walking around,
Is that a
you
race thing?
Yeah, is that a race thing?
I don't know if it's a race thing. I didn't go into detail about this. It's just what the website said,
Okay,
man.
man.
You're trying to make me seem like a
What the
racist here.
website said. Okay, bro.
Don't make this a race
Even
thing
though
all
it
of a
says
sudden.
notes right there, not website.
There is quite a website open right there.
I don't see a website open.
You want me to flip it over for them to see? There's a website open. I will flip the camera.
This is just a Google Docs, bro.
It's
A
just
Google, that is, I don't know if y'all see that, but like,
That's a very.
I don't see anything.
it's just a website,
I don't
right?
see anything.
I'm colorblind.
All I see is a big black square.
The, you know what? No, man. No, y'all can try to make me seem as racist as y'all want. That's not. Yeah, sure, whatever. So going back, scooting right? Yeah, you know what? Sit closer, Dave. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
Bro, almost caused the apocalypse. We're
Not Chris.
What? What? Right.
Oh yeah,
DB
Yeah.
Cooper.
generic man,
Yeah, generic man, just like,
racially motivated.
oh, sure, right? Oh, come on.
Sure.
I mean, come on. You can tell me you've never been walking around in public and you just look at someone like, oh shit, this is just the most bland looking person alive. Like, just no descriptive features. Like, if someone were to ask you,
Well, I think looking bland in itself would kind of be descriptive.
I guess so, but like, especially in a case like this, when like a cop asks you to describe him, you won't be able to do it because there's no noticeable feature. Just,
I mean, does he have hair?
I think a lot of people have hair, Abel.
But
A
like,
lot of people don't have hair.
that's true. Oh, that's a description.
The Rock doesn't have hair.
See how he wasn't the one to describe it though? So I guess he's
Yeah,
not
but
that
he agreed. I looked towards him. I'm able, and I approved that message.
Is that really the side you want to be on? I'll let you choose. Stop doing the clapping shit.
Good cheeks.
The turbulence. The turbulence. Nah, just go, bro. Just go.
Alright. So yeah, it's just some people out there.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you try to describe them, you can't. Why? Because
Yeah.
like just the most generic looking human being possible.
Mhm.
And so what he tried doing, or what he did, was he bought a $20 ticket for a Northwest Orient Airlines
Damn.
flight leaving Portland.
Oh.
And when he bought the ticket, he gave the name Dan Cooper, which obviously turned out to be fake later in the investigation. The name DB Cooper actually came from when a reporter was doing the story on this.
Mhm.
She just misheard the name, and when she did the news, she just said DB Cooper. And
That's
You
kinda
misheard Dan into.
yeah, right. Like I don't know, man. I don't know how you do that, but yeah, the reporter misheard Dan as DB.
DB does sound cooler than
It does
Dan.
sound cool
That's what
though.
I'm
So
saying.
you know
That's
what?
pretty
It probably
cool.
worked.
Yeah.
It worked out in their benefit, I'd say.
Yeah. Maybe if it was just Dan, we wouldn't even be talking about it.
Nah, I mean, who would be like
Dan
you heard
Yeah.
you heard what Dan did?
Y'all know Dan Cooper? Nah, that ain't cool.
That's not cool. That's DB.
Sounds like a teacher name.
Yeah, Mr. Cooper.
That's
My science teacher, Mr. Cooper.
Mm.
Would have been way better than Mr. Reed.
Yeah.
uh,
Not shout out. Opposite of a shout out to Mr. Reed.
I was about to say
Fuck
shout
you,
out to
Mr.
Mr.
Reed.
Reed.
Fuck you, Mr. Reed.
Abel does not agree with
I
that.
do not want to fuck you.
I didn't either, bro.
What the?
Do you want to?
I don't even know Mr. Reed. I
He might want to. Why'd you
Hey, man.
We're open to it.
I mean, how can you say no to
Give
someone?
him a call, maybe.
Yeah, Mr. Reed.
Shoot your shot, Mr. Reed.
He's your guy.
No, we all know Abel's is one and only. There's no one else. Yeah, but after the reporter misheard the name, gave DB Cooper, everyone just went along with it. That's a name that stuck. And but as soon as he got onto the plane, not long after takeoff, DB Cooper handed the flight attendant a note saying that he had a bomb.
Oh.
What?
I thought he just gave him his number.
I
No,
mean,
I'm gonna use that one.
that would be good though, right? Like,
I have a bomb. Haha, JK, here's my number.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one.
that's actually really good though. Yeah, now that you mention it. Yeah. Man, we're putting these guys on free game over here.
Yeah.
Man. Should we be doing that? I think we should be charging for that.
Nah, we'll charge for the better ones.
The barrel.
Yeah, it's just a preview.
Okay,
If you guys
okay.
interested in our course.
Yeah. Buy our course, our pickup artist course. You seen guys like that, bro? They're like professional pickup artists on
I've
YouTube,
never
bro.
seen that.
There's like I don't know, it's a weird thing, bro. they just go around like the city, bro, and just like hitting on girls and trying to get their numbers, and they're always so weird.
It's awkward.
Yeah, it's always so awkward and weird, and they say like weird things, and they kind of I feel like now they transition over to TikTok just because it's easier.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more natural for that
Shorter
type of
clips.
content.
True. Okay.
Yeah, it's just oh man, it's so weird.
That
And they
sounds
try to sell you like courses and books and like one-on-one tutoring on how to pick up girls.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
our turn to make a course.
buy my course.
Let us know in the comment section if you want
Yeah, let
this
us.
guy right here
Yeah,
to
let
make
us
a
know.
course.
I'll make a course. You'll either get a girl or arrested. Maybe both.
That sounds like a win-win.
Yeah.
Abel seems like he's interested.
Abel needs it.
Hey man, what about for the people out there that want
Him and Mr. Reed are happy just now, all right?
All right,
proof?
sorry, man. I want to wreck your happy home.
Sorry, man. Jose, continue, man.
Okay, so as I was saying, not long after takeoff, he handed her the note
Mm,
saying that he had a bomb.
mm,
Yeah.
And just to prove it to her, what he did was he grabbed his suitcase, opened it, and what was inside was, they said, a battery with just like a bunch of wires and some red sticks
mm.
just attached to
Licorice.
it. I mean, I'm gonna assume it looked a little bit more professional for them to believe it.
Yeah. Well, this is like what, like the 70s?
Yeah, 70, mid 70s.
Yeah,
So
don't
it's
get
like, I mean, why even risk it, whether it's
Yeah,
fake or not?
that's true.
And so, after he showed him the bomb, they did listen to his demands and his ransom.
makes sense.
He asked for $200,000 in pure $20 bills.
Oh man.
Converted into today's money, that's like around 1.2 million.
God damn.
Yeah, so the homie was asking for bank.
Bro was asking for my bank account.
Okay, buddy.
Okay. One and only sponsor of this podcast, keeping us afloat right now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so after he was given, like, they landed the plane in Seattle where they could give him the money.
Uh,
And after he was given the money, he released the 36 passengers that were on the plane.
mhm.
But he forced two pilots, a flight engineer, and a flight attendant to stay on the plane.
Oh man.
And
She was probably bad.
Yeah.
the same one he gave that note to, man.
Oh.
Little romance story
Yeah,
brewing.
you wanna leave? You got I got $200,000 for us.
Yeah.
New life, man.
New life in Europe.
You know what? He also did ask for four parachutes. Maybe something like the bags of money. One for him,
One for
one
the
for
girl.
her.
Pilots, y'all are sorry.
You guys could go land the plane somewhere.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I didn't realize it was when I was researching. This could have been a love story, man. Shit. All you do is say
Romantic.
yes.
Romantic.
A little romantic. Yeah, but they once they were there, they waited for the fuel for the plane to be refueled, and once it was ready, he told the pilots to fly to Mexico City,
Oh,
Mhm.
damn.
and
Mexico City, Mexico?
Shout out Mexico City.
never been there, but yeah, shout out to them. Y'all probably cool out there.
Probably.
Probably.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, Mexico City,
Oh, I
Mexico,
thought it was Mexico City.
New Mexico.
Guatemala.
Yeah, Mexico City, Bolivia. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, just Abel really needed help with that one, so.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. And yeah,
I gotta get that one.
but the plane never made it over there because at around 8 p.m., while the plane was between Seattle and Reno, Nevada,
Mm.
they said that DB Cooper just jumped from the plane.
Oh, damn.
With the pressure?
Yes, I would assume his plan involved surviving with the
He stole
pressure
the money just to
just
die,
to
bro.
die.
You're saying like, I don't know.
Yes, with the parachute.
Okay.
And they just said he disappeared. He wasn't seen after that by anyone.
Ever?
We'll get to that.
Oh, damn.
So the FBI launched one of the longest and most exhaustive
So kind of hot.
investigations in its history. They called it NORJAC, which is
That
short
is
for
so hot.
Northwest Hijacking. What'd you say?
Well, no, I said the Nordjack sounds pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, I don't. You know what? Okay, I'm probably for the best. I don't know what he said. And when the investigation first started, most of the people in the FBI believed that he was probably in the military as a paratrooper or something for his plan having involved jumping out of a plane with the money.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like kind of a good amount
it,
of
it sounds
skill.
crazy, right? Like you
I
wouldn't
think I
get
could do it first try.
parachuting.
Yeah.
I think it would take me 3 tries.
Yeah. I don't think I would. Yeah, I think I would do well.
Are you sure? Because I mean, this jump or just parachuting in general?
That one.
Because this jump, it was like in between woods and all that. You know, if you fuck that up, you get impaled by the branches.
Yeah, I could do it.
But like, it's just wood.
Wood can stab you.
I'm not a vampire.
Okay, Abel would survive.
Yeah, I would
I'm
do it for. I
convinced.
would do it first try, bro.
I mean, I guess sure.
I
For
did it last week, bro.
Oh
again,
yeah, that's true. I seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I had to. That's why the podcast had to be on Zoom. That was
bro,
I was parachuting
you parachuting? Okay, fair.
in the woods.
In the woods.
Yep.
And you didn't get impaled either.
I didn't get impaled. Look, I'm good.
No holes.
No holes.
Impressive.
No new
Oh,
ones, anyways.
okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah,
There's only the correct amount of holes on
broke them
you.
out.
You wanna specify how many that is, just for people wondering?
No, y'all can wonder.
No, it looks like Abel's counting.
7? Oops. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does your eyes count as holes?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's an eye in
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. That's 3. That's 2. That's 5. Is your belly button a hole?
No, because it doesn't go anywhere.
No, it
Like
doesn't
a
go
hole.
anywhere. No, it doesn't go anywhere.
So 7.
All right. For
I think
any of you wondering, you should have 7 holes.
If you're a
Yeah.
Ulises.
If you're
I don't.
go back to being cool, please, please, bro.
Yeah, you started this by beginning the whole.
The
I
whole
have
I
to
didn't.
almost. Yeah.
I just said I parachuted, bro. That's all I said, bro.
For real, this up with the sexual harassment, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Sexual harassment. Look, man, you guys brought up the whole holes thing, all right? I was just saying you
Okay, but
probably
you
could
would get
not
it.
do
Okay, bro. Can you just not anymore, please?
it. Okay,
Thanks.
so yeah, they thought he was military, maybe a paratrooper, but like after a bunch of experts, they didn't specify what, but I guess there's parachuting experts out there.
Me.
Okay, yeah, they probably brought you out onto the scene.
Well, I wasn't alive at the time.
Not yet.
Maybe like a past life or something.
A past life, yeah,
Yeah.
you're a parachuter.
Yeah, I've always been a parachuter.
I see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Tall stature, big build.
Big belt.
Big build.
Oh, yeah, pretty strong, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, your star sign. I can feel it.
What's my star sign?
The North Star sign.
What the fuck?
What?
So I don't know star signs, man.
The zodiac, bro?
Oh, that's Zodiac?
Yeah.
What's your Zodiac, man?
Well, I'm asking you. You said you could feel it.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I feel it, but I don't know what it is. Like, it feels nice though.
Okay, man.
Wow.
Go back.
Wow.
please.
Okay. Um. So yeah,
This episode's so fucked. Go, go.
you want to give the whole zodiac thing another try?
No, we're good, man.
We're good.
Nah, we're good. We're good. Saw your hair could look silly, bro.
El que te hizo ese desgraduado hay que buscarlo, agarrarlo y ponerle una estaca. Ese abusador.
So when they brought out the experts, they took a look at the whole scene of where he supposedly jumped and everything, and they said that it was way too dangerous.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Obviously not for you. That's just like,
I wasn't born yet, though. So.
yeah, I know. So obviously they could have just gone with that.
You said it's close to Nevada, right?
It was between Seattle and Reno.
That's
That's
like
not in Nevada.
It's not
Oh.
in just
Oh,
like an
oh,
area
In the
in
between.
between.
Oh, never
It
mind.
could be like Utah or something.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that might be close enough to the kids, so we could do both in one trip. But
I mean,
seems kind of far.
we could.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, that's true.
Be
35
like-
likes. Just keep climbing.
Just keep climbing the like ladder.
Like the little fundraiser thing they give you at school.
Oh,
High
yeah.
school.
Each tier is a different prize.
Different prize.
You get all the prizes though at the bottom though. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think we should just aim for the 31.
No.
Yeah. So it was just said to be way too dangerous for him
Mm.
to have been an expert. So they think he's just some crazy guy who
Yeah.
just impulsively thought, "Hey, let me steal some money and jump out of a plane."
Hmm.
And they also said, I don't know what kind of proof they have of this, but they said he did not realize that his reserve parachute was sewn shut. So, like, say the first one didn't
Oh yeah.
open, the second one wouldn't, which also shows that he's not an expert because
Oh,
someone would have double
Check it.
checked that, yeah, before
maybe he just
jumping.
really needs the one.
Maybe he's just good enough so with the first one doesn't
Yeah,
do it.
maybe he doesn't even need one.
Or maybe
Maybe he
he
just
didn't.
landed on his feet, bro.
Maybe he didn't want the reserve because the flight attendant said no.
Oh yeah,
So
he
he's like,
he wanted the flight attendant to get the one with the reserve.
yeah,
Yeah, for her
smart guy,
safety, for her safety.
smart guy, yeah,
Yeah, gentleman. Even in
gentleman.
time of crisis, true gentleman.
True hero.
What a guy, man.
Yeah, my hero.
Our hero.
Yeah,
Uh,
not Abel's.
Tables is Mr. Reed.
So, that was about DB Cooper, man.
Okay. So after having eliminated the fact that he's probably ex-military, um, they began obviously trying to form suspects, and in the first 5 years of the investigation, they came up with a list of around 800 suspects.
God damn.
Yeah, that's like crazy, man.
Yeah, but my name's on it.
I thought you weren't alive though.
They still suspect it.
Yeah. That guy? Could have been it.
Yeah,
What is
Put him there just in case.
1971. You were born what? 2002.
two.
Close enough.
Span of like 31 years.
It'd be time travel.
Yeah.
All right, so 800 suspects, Uli being one.
Yeah, number 799 is me.
Yeah, we will try to look for that list and find his name there. But yeah, out of all those 800, pretty much all of them were eliminated. Most of them were eliminated because of like DNA. So because DB Cooper had supposedly took off his tie, dropped it on the plane, and then jumped out. And yeah, so
DNA existed back then?
Wasn't
Oh,
it-
like DNA testing. I don't
DNA,
think DNA
like,
existed.
kind of since we humans developed probably.
No, yeah,
But,
like testing
but DNA test, I believe some like super
like super primitive.
basic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
very
more
primitive.
about based on blood type and
Yeah,
actual strand.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they just kind of.
So it wasn't super specific, but
Okay.
it worked.
So still impressive that they were even able to
Yeah, off the top,
rule out
impressive.
some suspects. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they tried using the tie. There was one guy though that was a prime suspect.
Mhm.
His name was Richard Floyd McCoy.
Mm.
Sick ass name, right?
Yeah, way better than Dan Cooper.
Dan Cooper.
Yeah.
Like, he was actually arrested for a similar crime a couple months after the DB Cooper incident.
Okay.
Similar crime.
Yeah, so like rob a plane, jump out, stuff like that.
Oh,
Oh, what the fuck?
oh,
It's very
actually,
specific to do though.
yeah,
Which,
it seemed like
which seems right.
it seemed like a common
Yeah.
crime. Like, oh, we just had another guy do it.
Oh, actually, did you hear about that teenager? He's like a whole teenager. Like he's a teenager that.
Oh,
If he's
I
a
hope he's
teenager,
not a
I
half
would,
teenager. A quarter
No,
teenager.
but like he had like a rough. I'm just gonna give a quick summary, but he had like a rough home life,
Yeah.
and they kicked him out. And he would like go in and steal across the neighborhood, steal stuff. And he stole a laptop, and he played like a flight simulator game on the laptop, and he learned how to fly planes from that.
Yeah.
So he started stealing planes and committing crimes across the America.
Natural progression.
Like
yeah.
he stole like he was on the FBI's most wanted list. He stole like 5 planes, flew across different places, crash landed, survived. Like was in high speed boat chases and everything as a teenager, like under 18 type shit.
I've never heard of this.
Shout out to this homie, man. 'Cause then,
It's
dang.
crazy. I see it
Nah,
all
bro,
day
do
life.
not shout out to criminals.
I
I do
think
not approve.
I think he's not in jail right now. I think he got because he was underage, so he didn't get that much. He didn't get that much time.
What?
This shit a minor.
He wasn't that much. He didn't get that much time in prison,
Okay.
and he's out now. I don't know what he's doing, but he stole planes and shit. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Future podcast topic. Go more
Might be-
into
might be-
detail about this
might
guy.
be.
Yeah.
We
Pretty
might
cool.
have to.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe it sounds interesting as fuck. We have to.
I don't support criminals.
DB Cooper, bro.
DB
I'm
Cooper.
not supporting them, bro.
It's my hero. 5 seconds ago, my hero, bro.
Minutes ago,
I didn't
man.
say that, bro. I didn't say that.
Little flashback.
Nah, bro. I edit the videos, bro. I'm not doing that.
All right, sorry, we're gonna have to make you guys do it. Just go back a couple minutes. He says, "My hero."
Do not do that.
Do it.
Please. Don't do it.
Uh, yeah, but they actually had to eliminate Richard as a suspect for the DB Cooper
Uh-huh.
crime because he just did not look according to, I guess, the sketch of what they had. So
Yeah.
that's supposedly what he looked like.
Okay.
Looks like a man in black.
Oh, how convenient that it's right there.
Kind of cute.
Yeah, look at that. Very handsome man, huh? What? Like you can, like, dude, you can just say it's stupid that the flight attendant said no to leaving with him.
I would say
I don't know.
he smells kind of good. Like his cologne.
What the fuck?
Why?
Look at him and tell me he doesn't.
Let's move on, bro.
Yeah. So Richard had to been eliminated because he just did not look according to the drawing.
Yeah, he didn't have generic features.
He did not have the
Yeah.
generic features.
He had discernible features.
Discern, very
That's a
discernible.
pretty smart word, man. Good job.
Thanks, man. I'm learning.
Word of the day calendar.
Yep.
Nice. Um, and yeah, so I don't know why they added this onto the website, but kind of funny that
The
McCoy.
website, his
What?
notes.
Guys, I showed you earlier in the video. It's a whole website open. I don't
I
know.
didn't see anything. Did you
They-
see anything?
I think if you guys did see that, he probably just tabbed out and then tabbed back in into his notes.
Nah, you just see his notes on the computer. You don't see any website.
Quite literally, both are open. Like I don't know what the time it's both.
That's a blank screen,
That
Jose.
that is both.
That's a blank screen.
That is really.
There's nothing on that
There's-
screen. We
there's-
can't see anything. There's not even a computer there.
You realize he edits the videos, bro.
Yeah.
First, gonna edit like a white cover and put notes on it.
Don't do that.
I don't know, man.
Blank screen, notes, racism.
This is beyond my control, bro. I don't make the rules, bro.
Quite literally your control.
Maybe.
Who did that? God, dude.
You thought I did that? God, dude.
Oh wait, Jose.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
Shout out DJ Khaled.
I mean, sure, he's all right.
He's cool, guys.
He's an okay guy.
He's cool, bro.
He's okay.
He's way cooler than DB Cooper, bro.
Whoa.
Bro, DJ Khaled,
Or DB Cooper.
in the comments.
Not to bet the
I'm gonna put a poll if I can figure out how to do it. I don't know how to do polls. DJ Khaled or DB Cooper?
who's cooler.
Who's cooler?
It's DB Cooper.
I think it's DJ Khaled, bro.
It's not DJ Khaled.
How many awards has DB Cooper won? 0.
Has DB Cooper
The
got
mo-
another
he's
one?
DB Cooper's won the most important award. His hero. Said by himself.
That's not true.
Hmm
That's not even an award. I say that all the time.
We can vouch he's never said that for DJ Khaled.
So that numerous times.
That he's your hero.
Yeah.
No.
Is DJ Khaled your hero?
DJ Khaled is in fact my hero.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
I look up to DJ Khaled, bro.
Damn,
I want to be like DJ Khaled. I want to be number one, just like DJ Khaled.
that's pretty powerful statement right there.
We the best.
It's a lie though.
We the best podcast.
Damn.
We're an okay podcast.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're gonna compare us to DJ Khaled, we're okay.
Everything's just okay next to DJ Khaled, bro.
No,
Except DB Cool. DB Cool was shit next to DJ
That's
Khaled.
It's true.
man, no. Like he's way 1,000 times better than DJ Khaled.
No,
He is.
no,
He is, bro.
no.
Well,
That's not true, bro.
it's very true.
Bro, you're not gonna win. Just move on, bro.
We're gonna find what the viewers think.
I
about
know the
this.
viewers are gonna agree with the short guy and say DB Cooper is better than DJ Khaled.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. All right, come on. It's DB Cooper.
This guy. Just give it
Alright.
up, man.
I'll give up when I'm ready to give
Little
up.
trooper.
All right.
Well, pipsqueak.
I heard being tall sucks anyway, so I don't give a fuck.
Where'd you hear that from? Papa Smurf?
Yeah, he actually did.
No, it didn't.
Ooh, burn.
Just get back at DB Cooper, bro.
Sorry, guys.
We don't like bullying.
All right, bro.
I don't know who's we, bro. Because Abel likes bullying, not me.
Oh,
No, he said, "Who's we?"
Yeah, yeah, because Abel
Mm.
likes Abel proofs. Just go back to DB Cooper, bro, please.
All right, but it was speculated by a bunch of people that DB Cooper actually died from the jump. Because, like I said, if you're not experienced,
Yeah.
unlike you,
Yeah, I think I'm the only person who could have done
who
that
could survive, yeah,
and live.
parachuting
Yeah.
into the woods.
allegedly. Just in case the police watching this and want to arrest it.
I think
I don't think I would be eligible to get arrested.
You never know.
Okay.
this was over 40 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Years ago. I don't think he makes me feel it, but the case is closed. So even if,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
closed?
Yeah.
yeah, it closed down in
Who
2016.
they find?
No one.
No, they just
They
closed
just
it
gave
'cause
up.
it's just
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Yeah, because
just give up, bro.
yeah, like this is at the altitude that he jumped from, the winds were like 200 miles per hour.
God damn.
So like it would be almost
You
impossible
have to
for
land
him
anywhere
to
with land.
yeah to even
Mhm.
steer the parachute. And like I told you, uh, in the area that he supposedly jumped, there was just a bunch of woods and stuff like that. So
Especially, he's not coming down like this. He's coming down like this because of the wind.
and say he has, well, I don't know how he did it. So if he was carrying the bags of money himself, that's extra weight added onto there.
Yes, true.
So it's more than likely he actually died. There's no proof of it though, because no remains were found.
No money either.
No. Actually, yes. Going on a little bit longer here. Says after years, uh, like maybe 10 years later, a boy actually found a decaying package that had $5,800 in it.
That seems like a small amount compared to what he
It's
asked for.
an extremely small amount.
Wow.
But they when they recovered the bills, they checked the serial numbers on it,
Uh,
and it did match the ones
oh, it
that
did.
they'd given DB Cooper.
Oh,
So those
cool.
were his bills.
So they were all 20s and
They were all
Oh
20.
yeah.
And
I hope he didn't turn it in.
for
Could have
real,
kept
bro.
it.
well, I mean, it was decaying, so like the bills were torn.
Oh,
Pretty much
decaying.
decaying, yeah.
Oh, I
So
thought you said DK, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna
no,
skip
no,
over that.
no.
I know what that is. Yeah, go on.
Donkey Kong
They
money.
found Donkey Kong.
Dairy Queen money.
Dairy Queen. No,
That's a cue, bro.
Dairy Queen.
we're
That's
big.
what geniuses, bro. Okay.
Move on, bro.
We'll move on from that. We'll let that one slide for now.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, decaying. So
Yeah.
even if he wanted to keep the bills, I don't think he could
Oh,
spend
okay.
them on anything.
It could have been like a rare
Yeah,
like a rare collector's item. Like, hey, I got DB Cooper money. It's not as good as DJ Khaled money,
Yeah.
but you know.
Well, that's different because DJ Khaled money can be spent, so that's already better than this money.
I mean, what do you mean DJ Khaled money can't be spent?
It can be.
Oh, oh yeah.
Like, this
Still
one
a
can.
rare collector's item.
But yeah, so they continued the research for a couple more years.
Yeah.
They would receive tips from time to time. Nothing like concrete. Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty.
Nah, bro, we're laughing at that, bro.
No, it was an inside joke.
Yeah, bro.
Inside joke. Okay.
I should say that, bro.
But yeah, in 2016, the FBI officially gave up and closed the investigation.
Oh, yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, that saying that their resources would be better spent just chasing other cases.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's not a, it's
Yeah.
not like he's trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, why do we even care?
Yeah, I mean, 2016, the conversion of money, inflation, those 20,000. I don't
The
think.
money's gone. You know, it all decayed.
Yeah.
Well,
Disqualification.
but yeah, to this day, I guess DB Cooper's not as popular as before, but it said that he became the folk hero for some, inspiring songs, books, and movies.
Yeah, big coop.
DB Cooper sounds like a rapper.
Does it?
DB Cooper.
No, it doesn't, bro.
Well, I mean, I guess
Yo,
kind of like Logic.
DB Cooper. I
Maybe
just
a white guy trying to.
DB Cooper, I just put it in her pooper.
Boom,
Yep.
we did it.
We did it.
Take it around
Don't
so
know
hard,
what we
put her
did,
in a
but we did
stupor.
it.
I did something.
That's true. You can keep going on with it.
DB Cooper, I put it in her pooper. So much money, I pick it up with a scooper.
There.
For my
Hey,
breakfast, I eat Fruit Loopers.
bro, we might have
I think I'm onto something. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
a pretty cool little event that happened there. Weird ending to it, I guess.
Yeah, I do not support criminals.
Me neither.
That's bad.
What if someone committed a crime for a good reason?
What is a good reason?
Steal to feed a family, like steal from a grocery
Who are
store.
you stealing from?
Why don't you just work for the family?
Yeah, bro. Why don't you just ask someone to buy for you?
People aren't that nice. Would you buy someone groceries?
Ask someone that isn't me to buy for you.
Easy. That sounds pretty. Yeah. There's a lot of people that aren't him.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't me. Everyone else isn't me.
Everyone else is in.
Maybe someone else would. I wouldn't, right? Maybe someone would.
Hey, what were you?
Perhaps.
It depends who asks me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you buy it for?
It depends.
I'd like to hear what
If
it
I
depends on.
spiced
Yeah,
asked you for groceries, would you buy for her?
yeah. If Ice Spice was like, hey, like, I need these real quick. You know the checks ain't coming in,
Mm.
and I'll be like, oh my queen, of course. Here you go, my lady. Here you go. You know?
Yeah.
Lucky for you, you might get that chance because, as we know, Ice Spice kind of sucks.
Hey man, shut up, man.
So her not being able to afford something might be happening soon.
Shut up, bro. You're just mad. Just
But
a bitter person, bro. That I wouldn't help you buy groceries.
I know that. I'm okay with that.
Well, sounds like someone called him short. I know that. I'm okay with that.
I don't care anyways.
Jokes on you, 'cause I am okay with being short.
Oh, but yeah, I don't think that's fine, bro. I don't think that's okay.
No.
I think crime is bad.
You're
Hot take, guys. Crime is bad.
It's kind of controversial.
Yeah, a little controversial.
Very controversial.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
just,
on your topic
I'm
over
just done. I'm just done pretending, bro, that I think
Yeah.
crime is okay.
there? Why, as a society, do we have to validate
Okay,
crime?
what if DJ Khaled? What's the support crime?
Good question.
What does it mean? What do you mean DJ Khaled supports crime?
Well,
What does that even mean?
he himself goes out, commits a bunch of crimes, and like he also supports.
Nah, bro, nah, because that's different, bro. Because DJ Khaled didn't want to do it, bro. God did. DJ Khaled didn't want to commit those crimes, bro.
I don't know what you're laughing, Jose. This is serious.
Is it? Is it really serious?
Yeah, it's super serious, bro.
This is serious business, not monkey business.
Serious business.
Very serious. DJ
Look how
Khaled.
serious I am.
Yeah, DJ Khaled becoming a thief. Serious.
He wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that, bro. DJ Khaled would never do that, bro.
Okay, but let's just say in the hypothetical that he does become a criminal.
Well, it wasn't him doing it, bro. God did, bro.
No, I think it would have been 100% DJ Khaled.
No, bro. Nah. But if DJ Khaled did it, bro, then it's not. Surely it's not even a crime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah, he's the best, bro.
He's not the best, but he's good.
This guy, bro.
Talking about crime, we're gonna talk about a bit of a oopsie here.
Oopsie.
Couple of
What's up with
oopsies.
the accessories?
This is for my protection.
Okay.
From what?
Yeah, protection from what?
Hmm?
Protection from what?
Mosquitoes. I have to keep my eyes focused on this.
Okay.
So, this I last the first episode I did a murder story, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty unbelievable. Guy got shot. Blah blah blah.
Homie Rolf.
Homie
Yeah,
Rolf.
Homie Rolf.
survived.
Rolf.
Still need a movie of you, Rolf.
Yeah.
He survived.
I've had a Universal reach out to me about making a movie about Rolf.
Mm.
And
I said DJ Khaled has to be Rolf.
Right. So basically, I try to go for the same thing here, but I was looking through like different stories and shit, and I couldn't find anything that like really interested me until I just literally searched up silly murder stories.
Silly.
And then like a list came up, and I saw
Silly murder, bro.
Is that like an actual classification for like police officers?
no, it's just like
What kind of murder was that?
Silly murder.
Of the silly
like it's
variety.
like the murder itself isn't silly, but like the circumstances that either led up to it or are caused by it can be funny. And I saw like the little description of it of this one, and it seems kind of funny. So I was like, "What the fuck did that really happen?" So I like researched it more and more, and then I wrote it down. And I was like, "That sounds funny."
Alright.
So it takes place in Florida.
Damn,
All the
there.
fun stuff takes place.
Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida. To be
Oh yeah.
And some of these quotes are paraphrased, or like sometimes paraphrased because there's some of them sometimes they're too long and shit,
Yeah.
and it's gonna take too much time. But the main people we're gonna focus on is the dad. Oh, some of these names are fake to anonymity.
Okay.
It's a lot of time past and some are minors and shit like that.
Okay.
The dad, Gregorius.
Is that fake or real?
Also, you after which one's real, which is fake. Some are real, which some are fake. The dad's Gregorius, 34 years old.
Okay.
The mom, his wife, Margaret, 30 years old. Their son, Bertram, 12 years old.
I can't be.
That's gotta be fake.
That's gotta be fake.
Gotta be
as
fake,
fuck,
bro. There's no way. No way those names Bertram, bro.
Birch.
And Bertram's cousin that we'll get into later. We don't even worry about him.
No, what's his name?
Joe.
Okay, man.
He's 19, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So first we're gonna talk about Greg a little bit. He's a proud trucker, like a proud American trucker. Whole
America.
America.
his hobby is beating Margaret and drinking alcohol. Sadly,
When did this take place?
America's favorite.
this was like 2010s.
Oh,
Like
shit.
2010s.
I thought it was back in the day.
No, this is recent. They had
Oh.
phones and everything. There's even like another thing later on where Bertram's a YouTuber.
They could be watching this video right now.
They could be. They could. Yes, some of them could be. So
Shout out to the whole.
those beatings, though, that are not okay, never beat your
Do
wife,
not be your wife.
can be caused by many things. She may have overcooked his meal a little bit.
Jesus. Fuck.
She may have not heard him call her when she was busy doing something else. Smack.
To smack.
She may have done another little thing like cheat on him with many men across the whole town.
Little thing.
Yeah. We'll get back to that. Oh, in his own bed. That's kind of crazy.
Insignificant thing.
If it isn't that, if it isn't that obvious, Greg likes to drink a little too much. He drinks a whole vodka bottle in the morning and a whole at night.
Okay.
It doesn't say it doesn't say what size, so it could be like which is still a lot,
I
Yeah.
think we down.
but not a lot for a Floridian, you know?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
They put that in their baby bottles, bro.
Yeah. The thing about Greg is his childhood is actually kind of not well documented, but there's like a little story about his childhood on why he's kind of fucked up. He grew up like in a really broken household. His dad doesn't say his name, but he died when he was a kid. He overdosed on he just says drug on it's probably heroin because later it says his mom's addicted to heroin.
Oh yeah, could
be heroin.
logical conclusion.
Yeah,
Help
So
us to do drugs together, stay together.
that's interesting. But basically, his dad overdosed, dead.
Yeah.
His mom, very addicted to heroin, was not responsible at all. They got into fights a lot, and his mom's a big woman. She's like
Big like strong or big,
big,
like
tall and wide and strong.
oh yeah.
And due to that, she can be very imposing, not only like exuding confidence and shit like that,
Yeah.
but like physically also very fucking strong.
Okay.
She kicked him out when he was like 13.
Oh shit.
Like kicked him out to the streets. And Greg was a chubby kid when he was younger.
Mm.
So he got hungry really fast, and he would sneak in back to the house to steal food. And it happened like over a while. He would steal food sneaking until one time his mom caught him, and I guess she beat him up and put him inside the basement.
God.
I don't know what the logic
damn.
behind that is. Maybe she's like, oh, he's not staying at the house when I kick him out. Maybe I'll lock him in the basement or some shit like that. And he was like, she said that the neighbors reported him after like 4 days though. I don't know what took him so long. El neighbors.
Neighbors.
Yeah,
El neighbors.
the police came and they sorted that out. It's not an excuse for him beating his wife, but it's kind of fucked up. Not an excuse at all. Shouldn't beat your wife.
Sounds like you're making me.
It's not an excuse, bro. Okay. Okay, now let's talk about Margaret. She's known as a easy girl around town for various reasons. A lot of men are very attracted to her, and she is attracted to them too.
Oh.
This can be a problem for her family because they have to suffer the consequences, such as, oops, such as, such as Greg when he bumped into a guy in a supermarket, called him quote unquote a cook. His face. It's,
Damn.
like the argument reason doesn't really make much sense. Just said they had an altercation at a supermarket, and Greg ended up striking the other guy in the face.
Mhm.
And the other guy had no charges of pressure, nothing, because I guess it was like it wasn't like a,
Oh, like both were.
yeah, it was both like I fall kind of, so
Mhm.
like it kind of just got swept under the rug. It wasn't that
Yeah.
serious, but it was kind of silly. I had to bring it up. And Bertram would get bullied at school
Oh
sometimes
man.
for that shit, which is
Yeah, yeah.
not okay. Bullying is bad. I even put bullying and not okay.
He had to remind himself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she didn't do all that. Weapon.
There we go.
Oh, she didn't have to do. She didn't want to do all that for like monetary gain or anything. She didn't like asking for money or anything. It was just for pleasure, like for fun for her. It was just pleasure and fun for her.
Okay.
And another silly fact. This doesn't fit at all. I'm just giving you more context about the family itself, and it kind of reminded me of you, Bertram. When he was his favorite show when he was younger, it was Powerpuff Girls. And his dad walked in and imagined it and called him gay.
Oh, for those of y'all that don't know, they didn't know how to explain it. When I was a little kid, my dad didn't let me watch SpongeBob because he said that the sponge was gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's connect that to Uli Sponge?
I don't know if I actually talked about it on the
I don't
podcast.
know.
I don't think so. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up because the sponge was gay. There was the scene where he's like, "Oh, bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward. Bye, Squidward." And then they ask him like, "Well, you said bye, Squidward twice." I like Squidward. That was like my dad saw it, he's like, "Yo, that's hella gay. You can't watch that.
Yes.
My son can't watch that." So I just wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
Well, Bertram. Also, another thing about Bertram is he wanted to be a YouTuber,
Hmm.
just like us. Not really a podcaster, but he wanted to go more along the prank route.
Okay.
I don't know why he thought this was a good idea, especially with his dad being how he is, but he got an oregano bag,
Yeah.
and he tried to do like the pretended weed thing to his parents. But he just did it to his dad. The way it says it, he like walked in the house holding the weed bag in one hand and did like speaking out loud like corny and stuff saying, "All right, time to go smoke this." Just walking around because he's like 13. He's not like
Yeah.
he's not actually smoking and shit. And he's a little chubby kid. He's not like one of the cool kids in school. You know, he gets bullied and shit.
Only
Okay.
cool kids do drugs
Hey, kids, remember, do not do drugs, please.
That's bad.
unless you're cool.
But
Don't
basically,
listen to him. He's not cool
his
at all.
dad saw that and beat him. His dad beat him up.
Encourage the youth, bro.
Huh?
Oh, damn.
He's trying to encourage the youth to do drugs, bro. Don't do that, bro.
That's
At least
bad.
experiment.
Don't do that, kids.
Well, if you do drugs, okay. If you do drugs, your dad might beat you like Greg's beat his son
Mm.
very badly actually. He just beat him, and you might think, what would the dad do after? He tried to smoke the oregano.
Then he beat him again because it wasn't even weed.
This is just a weird. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I got a little too excited there. You got a little too excited there. It's a weird fact.
Man, it's barely hitting puberty.
Fuck you, bro.
I'm
Okay,
so proud of you, man.
Aw,
you guys know the music class that was in like our schools and shit. We're growing up, right? Music class.
I was
No.
never in that.
Well, that was music class basically.
Yeah, I know they had it, yeah.
Yeah, and he got kicked out of it. I didn't know that was possible. He got kicked out of the class and made to take another language arts class, which made him unhappy. That's just another weird fact. And Bertram isn't the only prankster in his town. His classmates, two boys, pretended to be a girl. That reminded me of the thing.
no.
We're not gonna talk about that right now. And I'm messaging him, and they lured him to a park at night. You might think, oh, like parents, warn your kids, because that can be very fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
They didn't really do anything to him, but they did put on masks and got knives and scared him around. So that's kind of fucked up.
That's really
They did it. They didn't just
They
hurt him.
didn't hurt him though. Just hurt him mentally.
Yeah, it was just mentally.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, but as you can see, there's a lot of frustration in the family.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of reasons why people will be mad at each other.
Uh-huh.
Now he would bring up Joe.
Oh, the
Joe is
cousin.
Greg's brother's son, so
Yeah.
it's Bertram's cousin.
That's how
And-
cousins work.
Huh?
That's how cousins
Yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah.
You could have just said cousins from
Yeah,
the
I'm
get-go.
making sure it's whose side it's on.
Okay.
You could have just said cousin on the dad's side.
Okay, whatever, bro. Okay, we get it. Okay.
Damn.
So basically, Greg has some sort of custody on him. The
Uh-huh.
reason? A couple years ago, Greg and his brother had an argument, and after that argument, his brother allegedly shot himself twice in the head. Allegedly.
Okay.
What's allegedly you mean? Like,
That's what's in the reports. Shot himself twice in the
it's
head.
not confirmed. Maybe shot himself.
That's
Maybe.
what the reports say.
But yeah, they can't know for sure.
Yeah,
I think he would know bullet hole.
No, no, no. No, allegedly he shot
Oh,
himself.
yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah, they don't know who shot him.
The reports
Who
just say he shot
shot him.
himself twice in the head.
okay.
Make with that what you will. I don't know whether police didn't investigate more on that shit, but
And probably
not,
the family didn't care enough.
No, it's probably just oh he did it.
yeah, it was like a Florida thing. But it could be a little
I
Florida thing.
mean, one, it's Florida, and you said it was what 2020,
This is like
2010.
early 2010s.
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Uh,
man.
well, that's the reason. And basically, we're gonna fast forward a bit. One day when Greg's out trucking, I said he's a trucker, right? Was there a fly in my head?
No, no.
I said he was a trucker, right?
Yeah.
He was out trucking that day. They were supposed to be trucking that day. And Margaret decided to do a little bit of a bad thing. Why you keep looking at my head, bro?
I'm not, bro.
What's on my head?
I'm focusing, bro.
Haircut.
Bro.
Bro, I'm just focusing.
All right. Margaret decided to, bro, what are you looking at?
Bro, keep talking, bro. I'm not doing nothing.
Okay, man.
Margaret did what?
She fucked Joe.
What the?
Yeah, that's so
How old is Joe?
19. He's 19 years old.
Oh,
There's,
Asking the important question.
yeah.
okay. That's just one crime then. It's not two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a little relationship. They're doing the deed in, bro, stop looking at my head,
I'm not,
bro.
bro. I'm focusing on you talking, bro. Chill out.
Right. Basically, they had a little fling.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, here comes, not holding his hand, they're not that young. Um, Greg next to Bertram walking into the back.
Mm.
They see this shenanigans, and Greg beats the fuck out of Joe, kicks him out because he had custody of him. He lived him.
Okay.
He kicked him out.
And he's an
19.
adult, yeah.
Yeah, he's 19. Kicked him out completely. Beat Margaret. Police didn't really intervene there. Then just kind of fizzled out a little bit.
Mm.
You might be thinking, well, first of all, Greg is a Bertram, as I said,
Yeah.
and oh, I put notes here. And they did it. They were too busy doing the deed that they didn't hear the fact that Greg came through the back, just like Joe did. Uh,
Ah, come
Come on,
on,
man.
the reason they came through the back though, and they didn't see him, was because Greg was not
I
like.
thought he was gonna explain why. I
No,
was like,
no,
no.
no. The reason they
The
came through the back,
reason they were.
the reason they came through the back was because Greg was known to be like a very angry guy. So they would like punch doors, punch walls and shit. And I guess he punched the door and it kind of like jammed the lock a little bit, like broke the lock,
Mm.
and it got stuck, so it couldn't really open. Instead of fixing it, they just
They
started
just
using
used the back
they just
door.
used the back door.
Oh.
Yeah. So you might be thinking, why the fuck is Bertram and Greg there? I thought they were supposed to be trucking.
Mm.
Yeah, they're trucking at school. Well, it turns out little Bertram had a stomach ache.
Oh man.
So they had to call home, and his mom didn't hear because she was busy with Joe,
Yeah.
and they had to call the secondary person, and they called Greg instead. And Greg was like, what the fuck, man? You know, like I don't want to do it. I don't want to go for her. So he went to pick up him, went to the house, saw that, beat him up. Shit happened.
Mm.
Yeah. Now, she still liked Joe. She really enjoyed it, Joe.
Yeah.
Why do you keep looking at my hair, bro?
Bro, I'm looking at you, bro, talking, bro.
Oh, what's on my hair, bro?
Bro, just talk, bro.
It's very distracting and it's very. I feel sexually harassed from you.
Wait.
What she
Just
did.
keep going, bro.
She still likes Joe a lot.
Mm.
She still invites him to the house, even though if Greg comes back, it'll be kind of like, oh no, business. So basically, it's super constant, like various times, like over and over again. She comes up. Why do you keep looking outside, bro?
Bro, just keep going, bro. Pay
Bro,
attention.
you're not paying attention to me, bro. I'm feeling very sad right now, okay?
There's noises in the back, bro.
Bro, what's over there, man?
Not you.
Bro, what's wrong with my hair?
Bro.
Still.
Nothing, bro. Just keep going.
Well, I mean, plenty of things, but we won't get into that right now.
All right, bro.
Just keep going, bro. I'm not looking at your head, bro.
Basically, she still likes him a lot, so she keeps inviting him.
Mm.
Super constant. Bertram knows. he like passes by and sometimes he's like that type of thing.
Mm.
But he's, he's afraid of making his father angry, so he doesn't say anything. Because if his dad's angry, he gets beat also.
Yeah, I understand. Continue,
So
please.
Bertram gets into another argument at school. This is important because it sets up something later. I don't know what the arguments were, but the injuries listed were bruises on arms and torso.
To who? To Bertram?
So Bertram,
Okay.
he had like a little altercation at school.
Oh yeah,
A cut lip, a bloody nose, and great damage to the testicles.
yeah. Oh man,
Damn.
not the little Bertrams, bro.
Basically, I don't know how much damage it would have to be to your testicles in order to be considered great
Yeah,
damage.
it's called great damage.
It's not called severe damage, so I assume
Oh,
it's
it's
not
not
that
that
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
It's better. It's better. It's worse than just regular damage.
yeah, but it's not as bad as severe damage.
Uh,
He had to go to the doctor and everything, not a hospital.
I wonder
So,
how they scale that.
yeah, I don't know.
How they determine like what is the criteria for testicle damage?
Maybe if how fast they can recover, or how easy it is for them to recover. It was important because they give him a month break from school, a month long break from school.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Bertram
Yeah.
gets to chill at home.
Make more prank videos.
Yeah.
Oregano prank on my dad gone wrong.
Part two.
Fast
Gone
forward,
sexual.
fast forward. Greg calls the police. Greg calls the 911 operator,
Yeah.
saying he found Bertram dead
Oh shit.
Damn.
with 37 stab wounds
Damn.
Fuck.
to the back of the neck,
Precise number.
to the back and the neck. I assume back of the neck because it's in the back and neck.
Mm.
In quotes, what I mean not in quotes, in parentheses, what the fuck? Because that's pretty bad. Poor fucking Bertram. The thing that was kind of interesting about what happened was they have the call, like the call logs
Oh yeah.
of when he called and he was drunk
Mm.
and he kind of was weird about it. I have like a little summary where he basically said, this is paraphrased. I'm just saying like, 911, what's your emergency? Hello. I just woke up in the living room
Yeah.
and I came to the my room and I found Bertram and he's bleeding a lot. And they're like, sir, where's he bleeding from?
So operators know who Bertram is?
Hmm?
The operators knows who Bertram is?
Oh no, I think he said his son. I think he said his son.
Everyone knows who everyone is in Florida, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like it was it's a small area,
Okay.
but it's not. I don't know. I think he said son,
I know, bro.
but he said, and they said, sir, where's your son bleeding from? He's like, oh, Bertram, Bertram. It's like you hear him calling Bertram like his name for like not that long. Like a couple times he called his name. He's like, I don't think he's alive. And she's like, all right, sir. Do you see anything that might have caused that? Like, are you in like a safe location? Shit like that. He's like, oh, oh, he's he's bleeding. Are you guys gonna come and get him or something? He's like he was like super like weird about it. Like that's the
Yeah.
main thing. He was just super weird about it. They were like, what the fuck? Like,
Well, I don't know how I would act if my son was dead in front of me, bro.
yeah, basically,
But I'm drunk.
Probably.
You're drunk.
Oh, and I'm drunk? Yeah, probably. I'd probably act fucking weird too.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was like, he even said, he said, oh, there's a knife in his bag. You want me to take it? Like, do I take it out? Do I take it out? And she was like, they were like, no, sir, leave that in, please. Just leave the scene at that point because he can do shit.
Okay. You probably just mess it up.
Yeah. So, fast forward, the investigators came. They got the knife or fingerprints and all that. They didn't find any fingerprints. They took Greg's clothes, bro. They took Greg's clothes and to test them for blood, basically. That's protocol. They take their
Oh
clothes.
yeah.
Yeah. And later on, Margaret arrives from the mall
Oh boy.
to the devastating news. Excuse me. She seemed very shocked, like actually genuinely shocked and heartbroken at the news.
Mhm.
Like she was like actually like the investigators, because obviously they have to consider everyone a suspect.
Yeah.
Greg
Oh
and
yeah.
Margaret. So they said they commented they're like we've been investigators for a long time and she seemed very genuine. Like it
Mm.
looked like completely real, like no bullshit. When they asked her about a potential suspect, she brought up it was Bert, her husband, not Bertrand, her husband, Gregorius.
Husband Bertram.
You're drunk, bro.
And well, she about the
She about that
yeah, she about that family. Truly. family oriented.
Your bloodline.
They asked her about a potential suspect. She said Greg abused Bertram physically. I don't know about all the other ways.
Okay.
And she wouldn't be. She said she wouldn't be surprised if it was him.
Mhm.
And that's just what they're like. They both are like, all right, all right. The police found basically no evidence of a break-in, nothing like that.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, like everything looked like it just someone just came in, stabbed them, and left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Greg was supposed to be the only one home. It was just gonna be him and chilling. They took Greg in for an interview. He didn't admit to anything, but they made him. They asked him if he wanted to take a polygraph. You know what a polygraph is?
The lie detector?
Yeah, a lie detector test. And he said, "Yeah, I'll take it." And they gave him the lie detector test, and he failed. And when they confronted him about it, he said it was due to a bad potato salad he had the previous night.
What the?
I'm not lying. It's
Hey
just
man, you lied.
just
No.
potato salad.
I don't know. Just maybe some bad mayonnaise.
Well,
Went bad.
surprisingly, that didn't work,
No.
and they still took it. They took him in.
Damn, it would have worked on me.
They felt like they had enough circumstantial evidence to convict him.
Mhm.
They took him to court, and aided by very strong and convincing testimony from Margaret,
Mhm.
they got him. They convicted him and sentenced him to life in prison without parole. Sometimes they give you life with parole, even if it's murder, but due to the like severity and how cruel the crime was, 37 stab wounds, they gave him no
Oh.
parole.
They said how cool it was.
No parole.
Hey man, I was sick as fuck with you, Jade. No parole.
He maintained his innocence throughout the whole trial. Like he said, "Oh, I'm innocent. Like I'm innocent." Like they offered him like deals and shit. He never took them.
Yeah.
He even said, "No, it was her. Like it was Margaret." He pointed at her. Like he said, "Oh, like she framed me. Like no way I did it." Because he knows that she testified against him.
He gave him the bad potato salad.
Damn. What she
Dang.
doing that night
Yeah.
for dinner?
But he saw that she testified against him. So if he, in his eyes, if he didn't do it and she's blaming him, it must have been her.
Yeah. That makes
But
sense.
it was bad. He called her a whore in the courtroom and shit like that. It was like a bunch of like name calling and shit.
Naughty words.
The thing was, Margaret had an alibi. Like a
Oh, she was
solid,
at the
yeah,
mall.
solid alibi. They saw her security cameras at the mall throughout the whole day.
Mm.
So it couldn't have been anything. Well, a couple weeks later, Joe moves into the house and they live happily ever after. The end.
Seems like there's a lot missing there, bro.
But wait, there's more. Greg appeals the decision, claiming that his defense attorney was ass, like he didn't do enough. His defense attorney just wasn't good, bro.
Yeah. Should have called Saul.
Better
Yeah.
call Saul.
Saying he didn't investigate enough, because in Reddit, like, of course, like, this seems like a really small amount of evidence
Yeah.
to convict him, and the judge agreed, so it was like, all right, let's have another trial. And this time, the defense attorney that they got actually investigated, and it's 20 times. What's a big thing that you carry with you at all times that helps you establish where you are, like what you do and everything?
Bible.
Pager.
It's 2010s, bro, not fucking 2000s.
The Bible?
Your a cell
My
phone,
my
bro.
watch.
A cell phone.
Tamagotchi pet.
A cell phone, bro. Okay?
My Nintendo DS Lite.
They check the cell phone.
Choke.
Nokia.
They checked everyone's cell phone records.
Mm.
At first they just checked Joe's, nothing really like stood out.
Yeah.
And they checked Margaret's and she had like a lot of calls like during the time and a little bit before with the mystery number. They didn't know who it was at the time.
Like the mystery cave.
Oh,
All the stories.
He was calling Kenny. Oh shit.
and
Continue, sir.
yeah. Oh, fuck it. Okay, and they basically after that they decide they get a warrant to go to their house
Mm.
to check more stuff. And they knock on the door and Joe opens it and they're like, "Who are you, bro?" And he's like, "Oh, I live here now." They're like, "Oh, all right. Oh, well, we got a warrant at this house, so that means we got to check your phone records too."
Okay.
So they checked his phones, and that's the calls were towards him. They were in contact with each
He
other.
was mystery number?
He was the mystery number. He was the mystery booty call.
Damn.
And they decided that there was a lot of blood at the scene, obviously,
Yeah.
and they actually decided to test it. Now, what they thought at the time was, why test the blood? It's gonna be Bertram's anyways.
Yeah.
But what a lot of investigators, the protocol is to test the blood anyways because if you're holding a knife and you're stabbing someone, it's very easy to have the knife slip
Like you cut
with
yourself a little bit.
on the fingers, and that could make sense. You could.
Yeah.
That's what happened basically. And they checked, and unknown blood was found.
Mhm.
They tested it with Greg's first, and it was not a sufficient match at all. So we're like, oh shit, like damn, that's pretty.
Someone else's blood.
That's pretty
Another
big.
team.
They just said it with Margaret's and they're like, oh, tampoco, like, not, I don't know what's in Spanish. It didn't match either.
We bilingual here.
Bilingual here.
It didn't match either. And they tested it with Joe's. Uh-oh, matches.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now, at the same time, they kind of noticed that he has a bunch of cuts in his hands that he can't really like explain with certainty. So like, I was a little fishy also.
Mm.
So that's kind of weird. So obviously, you're thinking now it's like, it's obvious who did it. What really happened though? Like, why? You know?
Mm.
Joe snuck into the back of the house
Yeah.
because obviously the front door is jammed. He entered the room quietly, started stabbing and stabbing. Luckily, one of the first blows was the one that killed him,
Mm.
so it didn't suffer that much.
Okay.
It was quick. Then Joe dipped up the back and ran like they lived like nearby a forest. It's not a super huge forest, but it's big enough. It's like dense enough so you could be in there and get lost. Like you get lost.
Yeah.
He hid in there for like a day. He hid in like a little, I don't know what it was. It was like a little crevice that was covered by vegetation. He hid in there for like a day, and there was a lot of like there was a silly story that he hid in there, and after he hid there for like a day, he thought it was like cool to like go around the forest a little bit. He saw he had like a bunch of blood on his clothes, so he like tried to walk in the river to like try to wash it off, and blood isn't that easy to wash off. So he kind of like just got away. He's like, "Fuck, I need to dry this off now." He tried to climb onto a tree to like put the like clothes over it to dry it,
Mm.
and while doing that, he fell off the tree and hurt his leg. Kind of silly. He tried to climb back up to get the shirt because like he's like, "Fuck, like what's the point now?" And he fell again and hurt his same leg. But they actually later on to corroborate that because the reason we know all this is because in order to give people less sentences, they tell them, oh, just confess everything happened like step by step by step, so we can like make sure that's what happened, so we can have you repeat it to make sure it's true and you're not lying. So then they went to later on to corroborate it, and the shirt was still there on top. So
He couldn't get it done,
he
man.
didn't get it down.
Dang.
And basically, when the coast was clear, Margaret like went to the forest, like where he was like pretty sure to be like a little crevice, and she called him back, and that's when he was in the house again.
Mm.
And you're thinking like, why the fuck would they do that to Bertram? Like this, like that doesn't seem like any reason to do that.
Mm.
I told this story to my sister too, to like kind of get her prepared, and she thought her first idea was, what if they killed Bertram
Get the frame
to frame
so that when he leaves, he just supplants, he just takes his place, moves right in.
yeah, exactly. See, so basically like that's what my sister said. She's like, oh, so they don't have a kid and they framed the husband, so they're not in the household.
Yeah.
So then they're gonna be chilling. But what actually happened was, on the day of the murder, Joe walks in to Greg's room,
Mm-hmm.
the father's room, presumes it's him on the bed. It's his room, and gets to stabbing. Why was Bertram there? Well, the thing that happened was Greg arrived home. Bertram was on the couch watching his favorite show.
Mm-hmm. Powerpuff Girls.
Greg got mad at him because well, Greg was drunk already. He got mad at him, kicked him out to his room. He was like, "Oh, go to your room." Then Greg sat down on the couch, kept drinking, passed out, just passed out on the couch.
Proceeded to keep watching Powerpuff Girls.
I don't know if he changed the channel or not, but he ended up passed out on the couch basically. And the thing about Bertram's room is it's in the basement.
Mm.
That's kind of fucked up, but it's in the basement. And you know, I said the front door jammed. Well, recently the basement door jammed too because of Greg's outbursts.
Okay. Oh,
So
because he would hit doors.
yeah,
and
he would
shit.
hit doors and shit.
Yeah.
The basement door jammed. Bertram being just 12, just like, fuck, I'm just gonna go lay down. Fuck it, I'm nothing else to do. I'm gonna go lay down in his room and got caught. Wrong place, wrong time.
Dang.
That made me thinking. That kind of explains why, when Margaret found out about the son's death, she was so genuinely shocked.
Oh, because it wasn't according to
that's
the
not
plan.
Yeah,
die.
she just found out like her son like that. She was like, what the fuck? Like she was actually like in shock, and that's what aided the testimony.
Mm.
That's what aided. That's what made it more convincing against Greg
Yeah.
as a convicted
But
man.
that means Greg was right. The potato salad made him lie.
I think he ate that by himself, bro. I think he's just bad at deciding what food is good for him, and I think he's a big dude. He needs to,
Either way, though, that means he was right. Though.
Maybe she
He
tried to
wasn't.
poison him with some potato salad too.
yeah, he did fail that polygraph either way.
Yeah, like he didn't actually get killed. Let me try to kill him with this potato salad. Put some poison in there. It wasn't enough, but it was enough to make him bad at lying or something.
Damn.
Yeah, the thing that's interesting about this case was it actually changed like certain like not really laws, but it changed like procedures.
Mhm.
For example, like the slipping knife thing or the blood thing. They before that it was done, but only by like the FBI when it was
Okay.
like big profile cases. After that, it was more like it
Like
started being
we
more
just
like
always.
widespread. Yeah,
Mhm.
like you have to do it now because it's very common. And the thing that happened was the thing that happened with Joe was he got obviously like it was him. He did it. They clear evidence, clear as day, sentenced to life in prison, but with parole, because
It
someone
wasn't that cool. Well, no, it was kind of cool. So he did get cool.
like the reason they didn't really go as harsh on him was because he's not a minor, but he's still 19, and he still kind of was manipulated by Margaret.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing that was kind of weird was Margaret. I think she's not even in prison now.
Wait, so she was just left free?
Like I think she got like probation or something small.
Damn.
Because her
Yeah.
they're trying to get her with attempted murder or
Huh.
like what is it, conspiracy to commit?
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
But her conspiracy was against Greg.
So the crime never happened.
So yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it was just like they try to get her on like technicalities and
Damn,
stuff.
her loop was
They though I think the only thing they got her on was like lying under oath.
Perjury.
Yeah, like
perjury.
perjury because she testified against Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing they got her on at all.
Wow.
Ah,
She got off
shame.
basically.
She
Light
got
as
off
fuck.
free, man.
She got off scot free. And Joe is still in prison. I don't know if he's still alive. I mean, this was 17 years ago. It should still be
Yeah. He
cute.
was only 19.
I
Yeah,
mean, either way, she lost because her kid is dead.
yeah. Then again, I don't know how her relationship was with her kid or that stuff like that.
Well, either way,
Yeah.
just knowing that her husband is still free,
No,
alive.
that's
Damn,
true.
and her side piece, the nephew, is locked up forever, bro.
She
Yeah,
lost, bro.
Yeah, she locked
that's
him.
gross. So
Or maybe Greg took her back.
I hope, I
No.
hope not.
Maybe, just maybe.
Can be. But
Yeah, it's a
Let us know, Greg,
possibility.
if you're watching this.
Let us know, Greg or Margaret.
that was a pretty crazy story though.
Yeah, that
A
was.
lot of weird twists.
Yeah, it's a
and
lot of
Rest in
just
turns.
peace to
weird
homie
stuff too.
Bertram, bro.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bertram.
Oh yeah, which name was real? Which one do you guys think was real? The real name was?
I
Bro,
hope it's
I,
not
I
Bertram.
bet you it's Bertram.
It's gonna be Bertram, bro.
It was not Bertram.
Oh,
Oh,
thank God,
okay.
bro.
It was Margaret.
That's a real one?
Yeah, that was real and Margaret. They they were I don't know why they didn't say Joe's because usually they don't say release minors names. But Joe was 19, but I don't know why they didn't release
Why
his
don't they
name.
release a dozen?
Was that Greg?
Is it
Gregorius?
is it
Oh
Gregor?
no, they didn't release his name because he had a lot of bad like people looked at him in a bad manner because they thought he did it first.
Oh,
They had to change that didn't and shit.
okay.
And also because the wife is free and he was also kind of scared of her
Mm.
in general.
Hell yeah, you guys.
Like witness protection type shit.
Well,
Oh,
she already planned to kill you once. What's stopping him from doing it
Yes,
again?
you just fuck.
why some she knows his name?
Hmm?
Where are they protecting his name from? She already knows his name.
Well, no, but like changing it.
Yeah, they changed his name and they just didn't want to.
Well, they could have just used the. I
That
don't know, bruh.
yeah.
They could have just used the at the time
Maybe
name.
I read it wrong and his name's actually Gregorius, but that seems kind of silly.
Yeah, it seems a little silly, bro.
But I don't know. I'm that was a very interesting story. I thought probably one of the weirdest stories I heard, especially like a lot of the Cook reference. And the
So
Powerpuff
a
Girls,
random ass guy.
the Powerpuff Girls called like kind of does that call me gay for watching it?
Oh yeah.
A lot of
If you like Powerpuff Girls, that's okay.
yeah. I used to watch an episode when it popped up, and I remember the monkey.
This was gay.
I remember the monkey called it Mojo Jojo.
Oh,
Remember that?
I never watched it.
Uh,
I never watched it.
if you guys know who that is, congratulations.
That seems like a good place to end it though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thanks everybody for oh shit. Thanks everybody for watching. If you made it this far, I love you. Like the video,
Don't like the video.
Get to 30 likes,
Don't like
please.
the video.
meet the like goal. There might be some cool things on the way. You never know. Like the video, subscribe, leave more suggestions because I thought Erwin's suggestion was real cool.
It was
I
really
really
cool.
liked it. Thanks to Erwin again for sending me that on Instagram.
Thank you, Owen.
Our Instagrams will be linked right there.
We love you, Erwin.
Love you, Erwin. Um,
Oh, it doesn't look that good.
I don't know gangster, bro.
I don't know how to do a heart.
did a triangle, bro.
I don't know how to do a
He
heart.
doesn't love you that much, Erwin.
Are you
Uh,
trying to do a W?
I don't know what that was. It's like
What
this,
were
and he's
you trying
like,
to do, dog?
Let's try to do a heart, bro. I don't know how to do a heart.
I love you,
Oh, oh,
Erwin.
oh, oh.
There
Hey,
you go. There you go.
I just found it out. Nice.
All right. He loves you a little less than we do, Erwin. Um, but yeah, leave suggestions for next week. You could send them to me, send them to Abel, send them to Jose, whoever you want to cover your specific story. And let us know, who do you think is better, DJ Khaled or DB Cooper?
come on, guys. Like, it's DV Cooper. We
Thanks for
all know.
watching.